The Rap Roundtable.
Happy New Year to everyone, Roundtable family, Roundtable audience. New York's #1 podcast for hip hop is back for 2025.
Use the glasses up.
It is the Rap Roundtable. Salute to you. Salute to all the supporters. All of the positive energy and positive words we received during the holiday season. We appreciate you. But of course, the Rap Roundtable is back. It's your boy Jarv alongside Sincere the Rap Snob.
What up, what up?
Alongside Dina the Balance.
Be with you.
Alongside the homie Mase.
Yeah.
We are back in full effect for the new year while the rest of you other podcasts.
You niggas won!
You know what I mean? It's just us.
That's how we
You know what I
start.
mean?
Yeah.
You know, people got
Ain't
upset.
no big three. It's just big
we.
we.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I wanna set the tone
Yes, sir.
off the rip. I forget bro's name, but his name is irrelevant because he watches every episode and he'll know who we're talking about.
Salute.
I really can't remember his name. Mace, if you can remember his name, feel free to share it. I really don't remember his name.
Mhm.
But there was a gentleman who was who hates us. He watches all of our episodes, and when he does comment, it's usually something negative, right? And he made a comment about the way we talk. He didn't like the way another man talked. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Policing now?
And he said something along the lines of, y'all talking like y'all only get about 3K views per video.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he was bothered by the way we talk because of that view count.
Right.
And I'm
First
like,
of all, that's a lie.
he said average.
it's a lie.
I think the word was average,
Right.
so definitely cap.
But I'd like to say before I even get into it, YouTube is so hard to get 1 view,
Talk about it.
100
Facts.
views, 1,000
How
views,
many YouTube is that?
1 sub.
God damn.
Everything we do, we will celebrate because we've literally built this from the ground. We're not former rappers
Bro,
with a fan base.
literally from the mud. Bro.
We
Right.
are not former
4 guys.
rappers with friends in the industry who could put us on a network like a Revolt
Facts.
or an independent like a JBP with rapper friends and Jay-Z connections all
Right.
around him.
Mm-hmm.
Every independent podcaster who's had to build it from the ground up, who didn't go viral crazy and had one video that got them 100,000 subscribers, we've had to earn everything.
Facts.
So whether it's 3 views, 300 views, 3K views, we gonna talk.
On Pop Y'all
All right?
shit.
That is,
That's
man.
a fact.
YouTube is hard, nigga.
And there was motherfuckers out here in the space that had a crazy head start on us.
That's a fact.
Yo, and
And
to
we 50
retain,
cent
to
we 50
retain
cented
all them
him.
people, bro.
So,
them.
when we sat at the table, I remember vividly saying, we're going to catch you. Before we moved and got,
Right.
cleaned it. It's the same room, FY. The table's right over there. But we said we was going to walk you down and we did. But it's not even about them niggas. You know what I mean? That's in the past.
No,
That's
no,
right.
but I mean,
You know what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying?
There's nobody in
It's a
particular
part,
I'm
it's a
talking
part of
about.
the story.
It's part of the lexicon. You're right.
There's a lot of, platforms in the space.
Right. It's a lot of platforms that buy views,
Yeah.
buy subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
buy likes, buy the comments from Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or New Delhi.
Shout out to New Delhi.
We don't do any of that. We earn everything we get.
Yeah.
So when I read the comment, I wasn't even offended.
Yeah.
It was just like, here this nigga go
It's a
again,
hater.
hating. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, we gonna talk. And the problem is he's upset about the way we talk, not even doing the knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If we're talking the way, and we were talking about what's to come in 2025 and what we had accomplished in 2024. And bro was like, y'all talking like this, bro. If it was the numbers, everyone can see the fucking numbers. It ain't like we got hide the shit. It ain't like Instagram and niggas is hiding the likes.
YouTube
Did-
is very
did you comment
different
on
when
the
you're
shit
doing
that's
it like
almost at 10K
organically.
right now?
Yeah.
All right, 3K though. Word.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
The numbers are right there.
You gotta look
So-
far to find
so
a 3K video,
If
bro.
we're the fuck all that, if we're talking the way we talking, you think it's about the numbers?
That's what I'm saying.
It's about the energy. It's about the
It's about
The
who's within those
reciprocation.
numbers.
Ain't you
It's
a
about
rap
the-
fan, bro?
like
Aren't you watching because you're a rap fan?
niggas.
You listen to rap, hip hop. It's all about talking your
Some niggas
shit.
hate watch, bro.
Because we know we better than y'all. Y'all is whoever the shoe fits for.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's an open-ended y'all. We're not talking about nobody directly. We're not talking about nobody in particular. You know what I mean? But when we say y'all motherfuckers washed, y'all motherfuckers is washed.
Y'all niggas is washed.
All of y'all.
That's it. It's a lot of, and it's
compared to us,
and it's a lot of rap podcasts on the internet, on every platform, and a lot of them are not good. You know what I'm saying?
And hit dogs holler, bro. Like when motherfuckers want to respond, I'm like,
right.
We wasn't talking. What makes you think we talking to y'all?
You know what I'm saying? And even then, it's like, and we've been there before. Well, what makes you think we're talking to y'all? We've put that to bed, right? Whether aggressively or politically, you know what I mean?
It's like a rap nigga saying I'm the best. Like he's not saying specifically I'm better than you, I'm better than you, I'm better than you. But he's like all of you niggas.
But the thing was, Dini, we wasn't even saying that. We was
just
saying
talking our shit.
We got some moves coming in 2025, and 2024 was a good year.
And that's what dude derived from that statement.
And bro, because we not even on the shitting on other niggas shit no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got political connections with particular podcasts, and we've made it clear who we don't fuck with. Simple.
But what if it's just simply the fact that we start every episode off with New York's #1 podcast? Maybe like that in and of itself can make a motherfucker mad.
But niggas not in New York City should feel
And that's when it was
comfortable
100 niggas watching. We said that though. Like that's why I'm saying it. Just
Shout out
like
to Sharon, it was her idea. She was like,
Shout
y'all got
out
the
to
best
Sharon.
podcast I've ever heard. So stop saying y'all the best in the city.
Come on.
And I took Sharon's advice. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, Sharon.
When you know what I mean? So again, it's like you pressed about the 3K. This is a comment. There's not nobody, again, don't misconstrue this as pod beef.
Right.
The Rap Round Table is a no pod beef with no podcast. Let's be clear. This is a commenter who wrote this shit on episode 113. And if you go through the comments, I'm sure you will find it. And we responded to bro.
There goes your light, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So because it's like, it's not about the numbers. It's about who's watching.
Right.
It's who's within that 3. It's the people who reshared.
Even if it was just
the energy,
the interaction.
Yeah.
If the right 3 is watching, that's what matters.
you know?
The potential collaborations that's coming up.
Right.
When you get the random text message from a person who's connected that says, yo, I might be able to, and it's like, oh shit. Or when you reach out to a motherfucker cold as fuck and they say, yeah, I'm gonna come and put pause. You know what I mean? Because I was crazy. You know what I mean?
We started knowing.
That's on me. Flake it too.
Jesus.
We built relationships. You know what I'm saying? Everyone who, whether it's DMs, retweets, reshares, go back to the Hit Boy era. This nigga was clipping my bars on his Instagram.
Talk about it.
So it's like, bro, if you that bothered, man,
Don't be
it's
bothered.
a new year. Don't watch. You got mad options. You was watching it before we showed up. Go back over there. There's a few niggas I seen in particular chats who not chatting no more, so they made their choice.
Very interesting.
They don't like what we're
Shout out
talking
to
about.
them.
You know what? And they politely and they quietly what? They laugh.
Right.
And we respect that.
Not mad at all.
But you gotta throw the hate. Oh, y'all only got 3K views. It hasn't been 3K consistently for a while.
Yo, if
And
you
even
look
if
at
it was 3K,
the inaccuracy-
look at some of
Right.
those big name podcasts and look at how many views they get a video, and you would
All
feel
right.
a lot different, bro.
All right.
A lot different.
All right. Thank you, Deanie. It's like, yo, at the end of the day, this shit is difficult.
Right.
No cosigns from no big parent company, no
Facts.
nothing. All organic,
Word.
all hard work, all dedication.
we just happen to work together once upon a time.
And
That's
that,
it.
that
You
three,
feel me?
that
You know what I mean?
How much times we done podcasted from all of our individual
Individuals.
jobs, my nigga?
Bruh.
Come on.
that 3K
All
hit
hard
different
work.
when it's organic, man. It's
So
a
you
different
mad
feel.
about our 3K per video?
Yo.
Fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Go
man.
watch
They
something
said it,
else.
man. You
You're
gotta
nice to
scroll
me,
long
bro,
and hard
because-
pause to find a 3K
So
video.
why-
Get mad
right.
at these niggas. They
The
been
I'm
acting
just
on
saying.
yours.
I'm just
a bit
saying.
much for me.
3K is crazy. Commenting
Right.
on a joint that's 3 times.
Right.
At
Right.
the
Right
moment,
now.
It's
At the
it's
moment.
And
the
counting.
inaccuracy of it what got to me because
It's
you know,
egregious.
3K. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
It's not
Right.
anything wrong with
3K is just inaccurate. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't you watching a? Never mind.
that. Hey,
Some
It's
niggas,
not even that.
Hey.
Never mind.
some niggas it's barely scratching too consistently, and
Yo.
you not shitting on them, and
Right.
we getting our little 5, 6-ish regularly, and you banging us.
Right, because
can't-
we
you
don't
can't
even
talk our
view
little
watch
shit.
anymore. For all content creators out there, you know the point at when you're doing things and you're making content, you putting shit out that every view, you're watching every view, you're watching every comment. We've been there for the people that's on the come up. You know what I mean? Shouts to y'all. But we don't even view count anymore. You know what I mean? It's not like we're hitting the group chat with how many views we got. You know what I mean? It's the impact. It's maybe a comment or two that you guys leave. The engagement is certain things that we look at now. You know what I mean? So we don't even view watch like that. But that was wrong.
And the connections that we're making in the next stratosphere of this.
Right.
And I think, you know what, Sin? I think maybe that's what perturbed bro. Because Sin was like, and then I followed through. I said, I say that shit. When he was like, yo, when it come to whatever on the social, stop tagging us with certain niggas. Maybe that bothered bro.
Maybe
it was that. Because he liked them niggas.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what I mean? But
we not the first to ask to not get tagged with them niggas.
We all right?
Yeah.
You know,
we gonna get there.
Be okay. Shout out to low key.
Someone got the memo immediately, understood the assignment. And then when homies that dropped, I forget his name right now, please forgive me. But it was a tweet back in like October where people was like, who was putting on for the culture during the battle? And we was with the elites.
A lot of love, man.
Because we put on.
Shout
There's
out to
people in that comment section who say, yo, I found y'all during the battle and I never left. Y'all became one of my new favorite podcasts immediately. We do it for them. Not for the fucking hate watchers who mad when we don't talk about their favorite nigga. And speaking of like, tagging and collaborations, you might have saw the community post. We don't have an official date yet, but yes,
it's in the works.
The company man will be on this platform very soon. And he's the first of a few illustrious guests that will be pulling through the rap roundtable. Again, we worked hard last year to change our zip code to a certain degree, and you will see the new zip code in action in 2025. And if that bothers you, again, go across the street where you was in the first place, and we won't mind, right? That don't mean that we switching up.
He likes their work.
Same round table address, same top round table energy. We just refining the people that we want to view us.
We're talking right now because like we see this shit.
Shouts to the day ones.
All factions of life. You know what I mean? Like when a motherfucker leaves the hood, they get mad haters.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, you think you better than us now? Or you moved over there. You know what I mean? While we're still here and you come back around and hey, listen, man, like it's onward and upward, man.
Straight
upward
like
mobility.
That. Upward mobility. we never changed. We still us. You know what I'm saying? And if that bothers you, if we talk too much shit, if we're too loud, if we're too New York,
hey,
we do have a series called New York Bias.
We do.
New York Bias 4 is
on the way.
Starting that countdown from now. It is what it is.
But if you expect us to look back, we're not doing it.
Facts.
Slow motion.
But now we got to move. I wanted to get that out the way because bro was just like, he was really bothered by that. So we got to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? The beat you hear in the background is brought to you by Sincere Beats. He makes beats.
Super producer.
You can find a rap around to Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and of course Twitter. And let's get into what we came there to do. You know what I mean? Let me find my favorite drop. You know what I'm saying? The homie entertainment setting the tone in 2025. And let's be clear. Some people are going to be in our chat asking about the Joey badasses of it all, things of that nature. The live Monday, pull up, we will be talking about that. But Aubrey kind of changed our entire menu with one release. Pause. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Right.
Dame Dash gonna fight us when he watched this episode, bro.
We're going to get to Dame a little bit later in this episode. But he drops the freestyle. It's called Fighting Irish, or it's an illegal release. You know what I mean? It's talk on the internet about, was it a sanctioned release? Because it dropped on Conductor's page. We know how Universal feels about Drake and his 1080 deal because he's beyond 360 at this point. You know what I mean? But it's out there. People screen record. They do the necessary to make sure that it lives on the internet. He's addressing Kendrick. He's addressing LeBron. He's addressing DeMar DeRozan, supposedly. He's addressing some bars directly that were thrown from Kendrick.
He's addressing his hurt feelings.
Damn.
Essentially. But you know what? He's doing something that I felt like he should have done months ago. Instead of the Heart Part 6, maybe he should have done it this way. Or at a certain point in the summer, he's addressing J. Cole even.
Nah, he missed the summer. He said that.
Yeah, you're right. But, you know, Again, we got to go to the OVO captain. We're gonna start the year off the way we ended the year.
Yes, sir.
Getting my bars off, man.
Yeah, you are. But I mean, Drake Drought, we gotta hear from the capo. We gotta go to the embassy.
Of course.
So
Listen.
OVO Mase, you got that grin on your face.
I do.
You feeling
I do.
good about life.
Oh, I'm feeling good
What's
right
good,
now.
man?
I'm feeling good right now. Listen, if Sin got upset, then I know this shit was tough. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Of course I'm feeling good. The rumors of the demise were greatly exaggerated. What can I say? You know what I mean? Drake, just like y'all say, starting off the year right. You know, I'm about to start calling him Rob Van Dam because it seemed like he's the whole effing show.
Wow.
Every time Drake does something, it's breaking news. You know what I mean? The whole timeline was talking about it. I seen the MCs talking about it. I seen even 2T's like this one. And isn't he calling himself West Coast Wilson these days? So even 2T's.
Nah, that's not real.
This is real. This is the fact. Go check the Rory and Ball.
Elliot, come on.
Crying on Monday's live because he had some things to say about rappers getting into the pod game. That's why we told your ass to come to the ghetto because you start to lose your way. You losing in New York.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
West Coast Wilson is crazy, by the way. Shout out to
Shit is a
B-Dot,
whack name, gang. I'm sorry.
Throwed up the W.
WCW.
That's crazy. But you know, listen, this is exactly what the real hip hop aficionados. Jav been kind of telling Drake to do this since what is it, May now?
Yeah,
might have been April. You know what I mean? This is what he was supposed to do, just like you said. It's addressing everything that needs to be addressed. It's not. You know, Jav also spoke about, you know, the streets need a body sometimes. We don't want to hear Drake if he's not addressing what's going on, if he's not saying saying the actual thing.
I hope everybody took that lesson in 2024. I hope. A lot of niggas fought that lesson. All right, DJ.
They haven't yet. I haven't seen it. You know, sometimes they got to study the lessons. You know what I mean?
How much times, though?
A lot.
Tomorrow's mathematics, next week's mathematics. You know, they need
lessons.
lessons.
Don't even say that line no more about the streets. We ain't giving them the lesson no more.
Nah.
They don't get it by now. We not saying it no more.
They can run back the old episodes, you know what I mean? Run those views up, you know? It's a
We need
gem in a
4K,
lot of those
you know what I mean?
episodes, you know? It's a lot in a lot of those
We're stuck
episodes.
on 3K apparently. So.
Yeah.
Get us to 4.
Yeah, help us
Please.
out. Shit.
Please, we need that.
Yo,
What do we
because
do?
we need to see some of these other platforms at the top. So, you know,
At the top.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
we going off the rails early here, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you,
dealing
bro.
with a lot of
If
shit
we
here,
get
y'all.
there,
I drank this too fast.
Life is
Like,
life.
nah, but if we get there, you think these guys don't like us? Imagine when we get up there, what's gonna happen?
Listen, they
It's
gonna
be a
hate
real
us even
beef.
worse, man.
Because we're very accurate and we're very annoying about our accuracy. Carry on, man.
Yo, I was thinking
You know what I
the
mean? I
same
gotta.
shit.
Hey,
People who love me.
please.
Yo, man.
You know what I mean? But you know, back to the task.
yo. This whole thing is
No
sensitive.
problem.
I'm chilling. Yo,
whole
it's gotta
part.
be. It's gotta be.
Oh God.
Off the fucking rails.
You know what I mean? Listen, Drake is kind of like us. You know what I mean? He don't want no peace. He only want problems. You know what I mean? So
Matter
this
of fact, you right.
this is exactly what's going on right now.
You
So
right.
I can appreciate that. You know, listen, I've seen a lot of people saying what Sin has said. Listen, Sin is very smart. Sin knows to plant the narrative early. You know what I'm saying? He knows exactly, you know, when Drake is on the trajectory up, Sin says, you know what, we got to put this fire out
Gotta
early.
stop it.
You know what I'm saying?
dampen it, you know?
So I seen
No
Sin.
fire.
Listen, I seen the whole Kendrick Defense Force. You know what I mean? Glasses Malone.
Kendrick Defense
You know, DJ Head. You know what I'm saying?
There's a
Problem.
nice little slew of
Jason
people.
Martin. Whatever his name is. I seen all of them saying that, right? Like, oh, this guy's in his feelings. Yes, Drake is in his feelings. Drake is in his feelings about everything. That's literally Drake's superpower, is to be in his feelings and express it through his music. You know what I mean? We not telling, you know, Wayne not to do like metaphors, right? We not telling
I've been begging.
Actually, these three have all been
You're
asking
talking to the
that.
wrong people
actually.
right now.
You know what I
Listen,
mean?
you guys, you know what I'm saying?
Can I get a clean double? A triple?
I
the
mean,
people who
Can I get
slandered us.
a simile?
I mean,
What's that?
You know what I mean?
You did.
But you know, the people who slander us online, you know,
Can I
what
get a
mean? They don't want
multi?
that. You know, they
Does Wayne even do multis that well?
I wouldn't say Wayne does
gotta ask him.
multis.
What's bro name?
The rhyme schemes.
Pendulum
Mickey Facts.
Mickey Facts. We got
Shout out to Mickey, man.
Facts. Shout out to Mickey Facts. Even he was feeling the Drake bars here.
You
You know what I mean? Listen, this is actually good podcasting right there.
You right.
That's the lesson they need to learn. But like I'm saying,
Yo,
Yo,
you're gonna hold that one back,
this is
bro.
2025. We gotta get the
Talk
shots
your
up.
shit,
Don't you
man.
want the
We
shots
agreed,
at the top of the new year? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we
you
on
want your shots
we on the roof
yeah.
right now. You know what I mean? Shooting at the air. You feel me?
Bow, bow, bow.
You know what I mean? That's what we did. So just like I'm saying, this with Drake,
You on the roof with the
He-
spilled bottle of tequila?
You know
and
what I
shit,
mean?
like the other night.
Shit. Oh yeah.
listen.
Shout out to your man's. B.
Bro.
that
The
tequila
crack
was nice
tequila.
though.
Cool story. That was my uncle. I'm older than the nigga. But
Oh,
I
word?
digress.
That's word?
Yeah.
I like that
That's
dude. Cool
dope, though.
dude.
That's dope.
Yo,
you
the
know what I
dead
mean?
homies, they drank
They
well that
drank
night.
They
well.
sipped
They drink
politely.
well. We
For
we
real.
did have a little rap round
We got our
table.
little 3 shots
outside.
out.
Yeah, we
You know
did.
what I mean?
3 shots.
We
with
actually
everybody
have
before-
fun outside
before
here
it
at the
broke
rap
out.
Keep pissing the
round table.
audience off. Let's get back to the.
Back to the embassy.
Back to the
Life.
embassy talk. Back to our apologies, guys. But like I'm saying, this is telling Drake not to get in his feelings about something. You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna, take away Pusha T's scale? You know what I'm saying? Like, when this is when you do something well, you got to do it. So Drake, this is exactly the mindset we need him to be in, right? He's in his feelings, of course. Who wouldn't be in? Who wouldn't be in their feelings? And why wouldn't Drake be in his feelings? You know what I mean? But the feelings are anger. You know what I mean? Disappointment. You know what I mean? Maybe, this is the type of energy we need for him to get focused. Sin is one of the first people long ago to say that Drake's music was getting a little bit, unfocused, getting a little bit, passive. So this is the type of thing that puts artists in the mode that they need to be. You know what I mean? Nothing like an angry record from a great artist. So I can't lie. This is what the smart people were telling them to do. You know what I mean? We got Conductor on there. We got metaphors. We got bars at everybody. We got him clowning, corny ass LeBron. Cause LeBron, you look crazy. You didn't even know the words to Man the Garden, my nigga. Like, let's be honest here.
Shout out to LeBron for lyric.
You know what I mean? But
he did a better
he did
job.
better than
If
he
you're
usually
saying that,
does.
if you're saying that,
You're not.
nah.
Kenny.
Take it.
I saw the video.
Take his drink away.
bro.
I saw the video.
Nah.
He did a better job.
He
than
was
you.
fucking
He was
every
pointing
third word,
down.
son.
Every
He was
third
pointing
word.
down. I deserve it all, and you
LeBron,
love it.
What is he drinking?
LeBron has mastered fucking up lyrics to where you don't even know when he's
it's a
fucking
thing,
the lyrics.
bro.
Right.
It's a whole thing at this point.
Yo,
What was he pointing at, bro?
I deserve it.
Why
all.
was Corey Gamble there, bro? Like, I didn't understand that entire thing.
You can't let a
Yo.
brother feel
No.
red wine. You know what I mean? And
no.
Is though double-breasted with no shirt underneath. Like,
Listen,
he was in
man.
his-
little
he was in
chains
his
on?
bag,
You know what I
bro.
mean? Usher in my way type shit. You know what I mean?
But he
So
was doing
LeBron
that. When he was
deserved
doing
them
that same
bars.
shit with
This
Drake,
nigga
you did
wears
not
a
feel that way,
do-rag.
bro.
Bro's decision making outside of basketball is not to be
Unhealthy.
trusted.
Do-rag with Beijing in his hair, no hairline, bro. Only nigga that went to Turkey for no reason. So he deserved those bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
of
was
no
happy
hairline,
for
nah,
LeBron to get those
We
bars.
just-
Take
You
it
know,
easy.
This might be the
It's
best.
2025, goddamn it.
God damn
Happy
it.
New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? Happy
the
New Year to the
rails.
embassy. We needed that,
Right.
We needed that along with the
Needed what?
leaks. Some good bars,
Oh,
bro. Like, you know what I mean? Some good bars.
I'm like, where the win at? You just want to make sure we, you know what I mean?
It's a process.
Oh,
man. It's a
alright.
process.
Is this game 2?
Yeah.
Round two?
One.
Games-
Is it round two? Wait, what's that?
That game's done. It's a new
He
game.
said we will win game 2.
We
Y'all
will
remember that,
win.
right?
It's a
You know
new
what I mean?
game, bro. It's not.
You know,
That series is done.
Series
It's a whole.
It's a new season.
It's a new season, bro.
It's a new season.
Oh,
2025.
there you go.
Lock in.
Got
there
it.
you go. We talking about the
so
fight
this
with
is like
Uncle
opening
Luke.
night.
Yeah, it's got to be because
This is
this
the
definitely
finals rematch on opening night. That's what this is.
can't continue
This is
from
in
what was left
season
off
tournament
at.
action.
Enjoy
right now.
enjoy
You know
that.
what
I mean,
Like,
again, we're going to get to it on Monday. But
If we
Joy
lose,
Badass
it
is
doesn't
throwing
count.
his hat in the ring.
It's like
See
the
that?
NFL with a Super Bowl champ get that Thursday game before the Sunday.
Yup.
That's what that is.
Little bubble chip action, you know?
I'm not going to lie. I appreciate the energy, bro.
Macito, you finished? I don't.
I'm good. I'm good.
Just say the
I'm good.
raps now. The
Cooks,
floor is
man.
The
yours.
embassy celebrates.
All right,
Glass
a
and
few
full.
points.
You
One, we'll start with the positives.
Mhm.
Conduct on the beat, like that. He went back to rappity rapping. I like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He's addressing some of the things that we wanted him to address. I can appreciate that.
Right.
But when
Here
you
we go.
really dig into the bars and what he's saying. What is he saying?
Sin. Come
What
on,
is he saying? What is he
Here we
saying? Let's break it down. Let's break it down.
Nah, you break
Because Mason, you know what I mean? He didn't really get into the bars.
No.
He liked the feeling of it.
Yeah,
and on the surface level, I can understand liking the feeling of it. Pause.
Yo.
But when you really dig underneath the surface, I don't know if that's
Yo!
Back to back.
What the fuck?
What are we doing?
Yo!
But when
Yo,
you dissect the
2025
bars,
starting off crazy.
Let's see what he's talking about.
Who is this guy?
You know, I had to do my due diligence, do my little, my little notes here, my breakdown.
shit.
I'm looking at him right now. You got bullet points, y'all.
Oh, shit.
The summer's over. I missed it. So he's admitting that all his summer vibes songs that he was trying to put out flopped. All right, so there's that. The world fell in love with the gimmicks. This coming from the king of the gimmicks, bro. Like this guy is gimmick 101. Like, how is he mad that somebody else like put on some gimmicks? Like, come on, man. Analyzing behavioral patterns is somewhat suspicious. Have you listened to a Drake song? Like, his entire discography is analyzing the behavior patterns of women who don't want to be with him and then gaslighting them. Come on, bro. Like, motherfuckers was never happy for me when I ran up the digits. And this is where he like really hits his stride. It was about 8 bars in. He hits his stride. This is where he hits the Drake sweet spot.
Pause.
I'm gonna let that one live.
I'm not. I'm super
Immediately
This
he
whole
goes
segment
into
deserves
victim mode.
a mute.
Motherfuckers was never happy. He didn't say motherfuckers, but I'm just, paraphrasing here because people get upset about a certain word. But motherfuckers was never happy for me when I ran up digits. This is quintessential victim Drake 101. Right? And then he goes into that entire mode that like the next 8 bars or so were just about him being in victim mode. And woe is Drake. Like, I feel sorry for me. Motherfuckers was not on my team. Motherfuckers was disloyal to me. You know what I mean? And then he goes into that whole shtick. Like, I'm tired of hearing about how motherfuckers is so awful and disloyal to Drake. Like, I don't want to hear it no more, bro. Like, find something else to talk about. Honestly. Like, there's got to be something else to explore other than motherfuckers being disloyal to Drake and the OVO team. Like, there's got to be something else. You know what I mean? And then there was the actual delivery of the bars. Now, I'm not gonna say he didn't rap, right? He rappity rap. He slid on that. But I will say, and I'm not the only one that thinks this. I've seen it around. I will say that cadence, that timestamp sort of cadence, is getting a little stale. You know what I mean? So there was that.
Kendrick got these niggas wanting cartoon voices. Like, come on.
This nigga
bro.
Sin.
Covered the body in dirt, but that wasn't me. So who was it, Drake? Who else was in the battle, bro?
A body double.
A body double? Word?
He was outside of himself in that moment. I
Yo. I'm trying to keep my composure.
You know?
that was Aubrey. It wasn't great.
It wasn't Drizzy.
The guy
bars.
pulled the rabbit out of the hat, and y'all love a magician.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a tough bar.
he's gonna continue downplaying Kendrick, bro.
Isn't that what losers
For the rest
do?
of his life, bro. Yes.
So
What
Look, I
Hov
can-
said on
there's a-
Blueprint too?
exactly.
Gotta thank the little homie
And
Nas for that though.
Right.
A
Yeah,
year
thank you
after
for
the
that.
beef. A year
Thank you
after
for
the
that.
beef though.
The whole time I'm listening to this, it feels like Blueprint 2, the title track to the Jay's double album.
The OB.
Classic
Hey,
You know
record.
what I mean? And while everybody, all the
Excellent
Jay
record.
fans love that song, I remember hearing it and
It was
being
a
like,
good song.
it was okay.
Yo,
It was okay.
leave us out of this.
But I remember listening to it and being like, he sounds hurt. He sounds upset with the fans. He sounds like he's copping pleas. He sounds like
Where the please at?
How dare you pick him over me?
Sin, I
How
implore
dare they?
you. Like, you feeling like Jerry right now.
You know what I mean?
Like, come
Damn,
on.
Sin.
So I mean
What?
if
Sin
you
with the
if you were a fan of Jay's The Blueprint 2, I expect you to like this.
So we're judging.
Wow.
Now we're judging niggas.
That's
personally-
crazy.
Me personally,
Whoa.
That's crazy,
Holy
bro.
moly.
Now we judging niggas?
when am I not judging?
The true
This
feelings
nigga
come out.
gavel, bro. Damn, Sin.
I'm just saying it all came off very very emo, very in his feelings, very. I mean, I know that's
He's
Drake.
the
I know it's
emo
Drake.
rapper, though,
It's
bro.
Drake. I understand it,
His thing.
but like,
Wow, bro.
we're not tired of this. We're not.
No.
All right.
What was he supposed to do?
This is the
If
problem.
Drake, I'm sorry,
It's-
Didi.
it's-
I'm sorry.
Nah,
Forgive
Cook,
me.
Cook, this is the
it's
problem, though.
approach.
If Drake got too aggressive, you'd have came here and said, "You
Now
not even
you wanna
like that."
rap?
You would have came
Now
here
you
and said,
wanna
"You
rap
not
like
like
that?
that."
Come
So what
on,
he's
bro.
supposed
This
to
is
do?
true.
Exactly.
So what he's
So
supposed
there's
to
no
do?
winning, my nigga.
He's not. Look, we know he's not gonna win with me.
It's
Sid's ready for Drake to retire,
it's not
bro.
about winning, bro. But it's about
the most
Being
I will
fair,
give,
bro.
yeah,
right.
my nigga. Like,
The most I am being fair.
No, you're not.
He rapped his ass off on it. He
My
slid.
brother.
He slid.
Oh,
He slid.
the
beat
reluctancy
tough.
in you saying that is
Beat is
crazy,
tough.
though.
The
It is
rapping
tough.
ability was there. But listen to what he's saying. The shit is
So I looked at my pops and they tell me I'm not that nigga.
Like, I
that was
mean,
a tough bar.
Okay.
That was a tough bar.
And then
I-
said
I
"Fuck"
get-
like
I
a
get
white
you not
guy
supposed to
right
say
after.
nigga no more.
I didn't get
Come
to
on.
that bullet point. That was
Parallels.
probably
Well, there's
the toughest
more?
bar. No.
Oh,
but
That was
wait.
probably the toughest bar. That was probably the toughest bar. Right? But he's misunderstanding what the entire point of what Kendrick and everybody else was saying about him.
I don't think he is.
I
No,
don't
he
think-
is. Because it's not that he's not black. It's that he picks up the blackness when it suits him and then takes it
No.
off when it doesn't suit him.
When
That's
you make
the
a song
point.
like Not Like Us, you say he not sanctioned among
Right.
us, bro.
Because
Right.
of the
He
way
not
he acts,
culture.
not because of
So
because
he's
of the way
saying-
it's because of the way he acts,
So
not
he-
because of his DNA.
So he's saying, when I look at my pops,
It's
you
not-
can't
but-
say that to me.
My pops is black.
that's
That's
fine.
what he's saying.
Right.
Be
That's
clear,
fine. If he
chat,
was so proud of
I'm
his,
not sanctioning. I just want to make
if
sure that
he's
we
if
understand.
he's so proud of his blackness, why was he at that dinner table in that video talking about how ignorant motherfuckers be sounding
He's a
when they talk?
cosplayer. We know that.
Exactly. That's
He's
I
an
didn't see-
amoeba.
I didn't- I
the
didn't-
point. That's the point. An amoeba.
Niggas,
Yo, I'm dead. We getting technical out here.
you feel me? Niggas
but that's the
niggas
point.
get in front of the hoes and say whatever,
Whatever.
man.
This is a
like,
fact.
come
This is a
on,
fact.
bro. Like,
Seen it.
Anything was a pussy, nigga.
Yo,
you ever seen a
Wicked
Taylor Rooks
work.
interview, bro? Like, come on, man.
Wicked
Nigga,
work.
nigga JB
Anyway.
said 7 chips, nigga.
7
Them
chips
titties
by
was in front of
next
his face.
year.
He lost his mind.
Anyway, was this
That's
better?
so, you know?
Was
I
this
don't like
better
that
than the 100
ignorance.
gigs? Yes, it was. Am I happy that he's rapping over a conductor beat? Yes, I am.
Talk about
Okay.
it.
But when you really break down what he's saying, not
Is this
Not really-
sincere the rap snob or sincere the Kendrick fan?
it's sincere the rap snob,
All right.
Nah, I don't believe.
bro.
you.
When I mean, we all know I'm not. This is the very reason that I'm not a Drake fan.
But we gotta be fair though, Sid.
To
That's
what?
To
Drake?
the rapping. We
All right,
are the
so
rap
wait,
roundtable.
Fine. So we'll be fair to the rapping. It was good rapping.
Okay.
There's a segment of the pod right now that just clapping for Sin right now.
Right,
A lot
right.
of people are in Sin's back, so I
love
get
Sin.
it.
Yeah.
I get it.
We're
But
the
like,
bad guys.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
we can't keep demanding
Cook,
like,
Didi,
yo,
you ready
was
there,
good
Didi?
rap.
I'm
Cook,
saying,
bro.
good rap.
Cook.
we
So
can't
I'll
keep
leave it on a
demanding. We
positive.
can't keep demanding the nigga rap, and then when the nigga rap, we want to like have the kind of view that you have. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Like he came out, he rapped, bro.
He did.
He addressed a lot of shit. It gave me. Like you got to think about it. Jay dropped Blueprint 1 September 2021. We're still talking about Nas on them fucking Blueprint. November 20, 2002.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Blueprint 2.
Blueprint, Gift and the Curse, basically.
Yes. Right.
Nas, when Nas dropped Stillmatic in, was it December 01?
Yep.
And then he was still talking about Hove on the fucking Godson joint in December 2002. So like the whole like we gotta get past it. No, my nigga, it's literally started off in March. As far as we're getting there. We're getting to a year.
I'm not saying we gotta get past it.
We are in the Cold War portion of this battle.
Right.
The fight already happened. Now it's gonna be at least another year of bars back and forth.
Now, this is the nigga that had the crowd. Say what you want about him. He had the people before all this shit was done. Now, this to me basically was him saying like, yo, don't count me out like I'm done. I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing. The only thing I would disagree with the song is that he rapped it like he was reading it off a paper. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
Yeah.
Like if he rapped it with a little more.
Say that again.
He rapped it. He rapped it. My only issue is that he rapped it like he was just reading it directly off the paper. I think he should have rapped it like before.
He wasn't in the studio. It was a little camera.
He wasn't, and it did give me timestamp vibe. We're not gonna act like them timestamp joints are not like different.
Cool.
You sound like you wanted to talk it down a second. I'm tired of the time. They're all fire, bro.
No. The time they're dope, but again,
you're tired of it.
No. We because we talked about Drake's formulaic sort of place that he's in. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And that timestamp cadence is now like another formula.
It's crazy because like we look at rappers and say like what rapper that you love is not formulaic, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Nas is not formulaic, my nigga. I love Nas, but Nas raps in Nas's cadence, my nigga. That's his formula. Jay raps in his. Everybody has their own formula. Now we're knocking the nigga for having his formula. The nigga with the most styles is not the nigga who has bad formula, bro.
Yeah.
The nigga that can sing
But all right, I hear you. But these are motherfuckers that's 30 years in. We're comparing Drake to his
30 years in 01.
Talk about it.
We're comparing Drake to his contemporaries. You know what I mean? Specifically Kendrick. What did Kendrick do on this latest album, GNX?
I thought it was just sonic vibes, bro. Like is this something that
flow-wise, cadence-wise?
I mean, it's a West Coast album. It definitely has but it's different
the
though.
rapping.
As far as
he mixed it up.
Different West Coast flows. Different West Coast. Nah, different West Coast flows.
You know Dini don't like Kenny. You know that.
Nah, different West Coast flows. But like, I've been like, don't get me wrong.
Kenny
I like the album.
Mad different pockets.
I like the album,
bro.
A lot of people talk about the album like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's a really good album. You know what I'm saying? But like,
who's talking about it like it's the great? It's a fire
the
album.
internet, bro. It's a good album, but niggas is talking about it like it's
supporting
it's not good. It's not good, Kid, Mad City. It's not good. It's good. It's a great album.
Speak to the man right next to you.
But it's not good, Kid, Mad City.
But
it's a good.
The mask is off. The mask
not over
is
damn.
off.
Not it's close to damn.
Over damn.
It's close, but it's not
what I
damn.
mean?
It's definitely not good, Kid, and it's definitely not damn.
Better than damn, bro.
Nah, I can't. I disagree. But everybody has their own opinion, my nigga. Nah, damn is the one.
We want to call it audible and start this conversation.
Damn is the one for the Sonics. For the Sonics. As far as the rapping, good Kid, no question. But like, I just at some point you just gotta say to yourself, like, yo, what more does this nigga need to do for me to at least just be like, no, he still got the pen. It's still working, my nigga. Like, I don't see where you find anything. I'm like, my nigga, we gotta stop doing shit like that, bro. We gotta stop doing shit like that.
You can't be giving blahs like that.
Nah, I am, because I felt the way, because I'm like, yo, damn, because I enjoyed this shit.
The Yankees can't be talking about the Mets right now.
I love the game. You know what I'm saying? If you have to, but like,
I will.
Listen,
but
all right.
I just can't. I can't knock.
I'm calling it 22nd.
We
I'm calling it 22nd.
He gave you everything you wanted.
22nd. As the person that has to do the editing tonight,
talk about it
overnight, so we can put this.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just gonna. I'm not.
This is a lot of work.
This first segment ain't gonna be working, bro. Like,
this is a lot of work.
Yeah,
editing.
You
So
right.
let's be careful from here on out. I know we're in our bag.
Let's try to tread a little more soft.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, like the nigga gave you everything you asked for musically, bro. Like the beat was dope. Shout out to Conductor.
Yeah.
The Sonics were there. The lyrics were there. Like I said, only the king is the cadence, but he was reading it like it was a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, bro, I really had no issues.
Off his BlackBerry?
Or off some other nigga that wrote it for all the world knows. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Once the ghostwriting allegations go out there, they kind of stay over your head for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But as far as a body of work on the record, bro, I thought this shit was fire. I thought he addressed a lot of shit. And we ain't gonna act like a lot of people ain't turn their back on the nigga, bro. Like, I remember arguing with niggas to death do us part about Drake. Me being on the opposite end, just saying, like, why y'all niggas be fucking with Drake like that? Now everybody hates Drake. And it's a weird feeling, bro, that I'm the nigga defending the nigga now. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
It's so weird. Like, all y'all niggas don't like the nigga no more because of a rap battle. Like outside of Ja Rule, that's
Don't look
never
at
happened.
me. I never liked him.
I mean,
That's
you
the
did like Scary
thing.
Hours 3.
Why
That
you,
happened.
why you defending the nigga?
Like, cause
you don't have to, bro.
I'm not saying I have to, but the music, he has showed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Family Matters is my favorite song in the whole battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't take away the shit that the nigga did. Like, the way people just take away what you've done when they don't fuck with you no more is crazy to
corny.
me.
It's whack.
It's whack,
And
bro.
ultimately, it's the thing with, Sin, Sin is consistent. This battle didn't start the way Sin feels about Drake. Like, if you go back to any point in the podcast,
Sin been on time.
Sin been on time and with Drake
Sin
forever.
probably drew that meme with the tear.
You know what I mean? Sin drew it, bro. So it's like, but the thing is, I don't want Sin to fall into what I see on the Drake side of things, where the Drake fans have been are in such disarray that they pretending like Kenny's not good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we can't get so much into the fandom that we get to that point.
I'll let you cook, but I disagree.
You know what I mean? I don't think that because ultimately to me, we should be happy about this, right? Drake performed at a high level, coming back at Kendrick. That's only come on, we know Kenny's a maniac. That only means Kenny's gonna do some shit back. We will win round 2 shit, and Kenny immediately in the next advertisement said there are no round 2s. You know what I mean? So this can only lead to more static, which is, come on, it's fun, bro. Like, we all remember the weekend of infamy that these two, you know what I mean, caused in 2024. So it's like, ultimately, if Drake, we don't want him putting Wagwan Delilah out, right? We want him performing at a high level. We want him doing hot shit because that'll only lead to Kendrick. You know what I mean? Who knows? This, just like we said, we're gonna speak about Joey. You know what I mean? Pusha T hates Drake to the core. You know what I mean? Every time Drake doing doing anything, Pusha T pops out and stomps this nigga. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? We might get all type of bars. So I want everybody performing at an optimized high level, whether I'm in the fandom or not.
Before,
but cook, Joe.
But I got some bars. Cook, so
Right.
get your final
salvo.
salvo.
All right,
because I'm ready.
Because Mase brought up Wagwan Delilah, and it kind of begs the question for me. Like, this is a good, I don't know. We're going on like 6 months now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Post beef. Pause.
Jesus Christ.
But
shouts to Corner.
Hey.
it's
Yo, come on, bro.
but
honestly, after what I saw from Glorilla, I'm okay with Koi making that decision. Glow has replaced Koi in my black book, so to speak.
there you go. But yeah, like, he's doing this now. Why didn't he do this 3 months ago, 4 months ago? Like, why did he try the Wagwan Delilah and the Camila Cabello joint? And why did he go that route
Because
first
he had some
before
joints, though.
coming?
in his arrogance, he believed that if he says the battle is done, we could get back to our regularly scheduled program.
And that shit didn't happen.
He kept, as you rightfully said, he's underplayed the impact of Kenny.
Right.
I think what we're seeing with this release now is he realizes that there is no underplaying Kenny. This is the first moment in this entire thing where Drake realized that, yo, he's not some guy that got some points off of me and I can get back to being the biggest male pop star in the world outside of Bad Bunny.
It's not.
I have to deal with this guy. Right. I have to deal with this guy. And I think that's where we at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To say he doesn't want violence, that's good.
That's a good sign.
I mean, for me, I want to say this. I disagree with Sin about the emotions of it all. Drake lost. Why should he? If he comes out and he tries to be bravado above it all, Drake, we're not going to respect it. He tried that. Wagwan Delilah, No Face.
What's up?
The Hispanic joint that he did, the little bachata, whatever the fuck that
Camilla,
was.
right?
Huh?
What's the Camilla,
Come
whatever?
on, gang. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm the wrong guy to
Camilla
ask.
Cabello or some shit like that.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
tried everything.
Yeah.
The Heart Part 6, he's still, even in the Heart Part 6, if you listen, he was trying to push all this shit. He was really trying to like push it to the side, like whatever, nigga. You was making shit up, fuck you. You know what I mean? But he ain't
Yo,
really.
Wasn't strong enough.
Yo, this felt good getting the pen
Right.
out.
Right. He was acting like the nigga who got punched
Sin dug that song, bro, low key.
He got dumped,
bro.
That shit was hilarious.
The Hot
man.
6 is
a good record.
It's funny, but he was acting like the nigga who got punched and said that, yo, I had too much to lose, so I ain't fight back.
I ain't get punched.
You know what I mean? He got duffed and he didn't want to fight. It's too late. He realized in the aftermath, Drake had time. Because you think about it, when did No Face drop? Like late summer, early fall, somewhere around
like
there?
3
I'm not
months
asking
ago.
for like an exact, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was no more new music. The fourth quarter, Drake dropped nothing new, right? So he had enough time to sit back and look at the landscape. Then GNX happens, and then he's like, oh, this ain't Meek. This ain't pushing.
It was August, by the way, August 2024.
No Face?
Mm.
All right. So he took the whole fourth quarter off. Kenny with the surprise release dropped the most consistent album as far as conversation goes. Because we know how the internet works now. You drop an album, your album is the conversation in the lead up to, and then about a week after it drops, and then we move on to the next thing.
Luckily, right.
Kenny has controlled the conversation with GNX. We are now, what? Almost 2 months removed?
Yeah.
Part of my math if I'm wrong. But it's still in the conversation. Has he even dropped a new visual yet?
No.
Nah.
Shit. And we know he got
I have
options.
feelings about that.
I mean,
Not-
the Super Bowl's on its way, so he probably just like mapping
Dodger
everything
Blue
out.
was viral for like 2 weeks straight. Niggas is going from song to pick what they want to make viral.
Peekaboo was crazy.
I think Luther's
Peek-
probably gonna be that
And
one.
Peekaboo's not even viral. Peekaboo's for niggas like me. It's
TV
not
off.
viral yet.
Right.
TV off, the mustard shit. Thank you, Dini. So he's sitting back and
joints.
he's seeing all this shit and he's like, yo, y'all niggas celebrate.
Yeah.
Y'all celebrating like the Death Star got destroyed the second time. Y'all niggas
Real
is
talk.
Ewoks. That's how you feel.
Watching me do my thing.
Facts. So when I see that, it's like I gotta disagree with Sin. I'm not saying I'm giving Drake bail, but it's like, what else could he be? He can't be happy. He can't be aggressive because niggas don't believe him.
Right.
But for the sake of argument and the sake of history, we talked about it a couple weeks back, last time he was in here. And I was like, he got to get back to that 08, 09 Drake. Emo nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Find yourself again. Not to say that he's all the way back there, but emo Drake is his best form.
I don't think they want that. Like even the ladies don't want that Drake anymore though.
Which Drake?
The
Emo
emo
Drake?
Drake. Yeah, bro.
They say that and then rock to the tunes.
I think rapping is like the lane he must
You're
go
right,
now.
but he's emo within these bars. Because the thing is, the problem what Kendrick has done, and I don't hear enough platforms talking about this, is that Kendrick has put Drake in a checkmate position where you can't go forward until you see me again. There is a second fade in here. Everybody's like, oh, move on from the battle, move on from the battle. No, nigga. There's another fade here. There's the big fade, right? When everyone's outside that we didn't think was gonna happen. Remember? It's if you're from the ghetto, you know. It'd be the shit where you outside, you having a good day, and the niggas fight, and you didn't know that fight was gonna happen. And then there's the
brawl.
second fight when everybody know that fight's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are in that realm now where everyone knows that fight is gonna happen because Drake cannot come outside. He can't make no songs. He can't be around certain specific niggas without addressing Kendrick. Nobody cares about Rose. Nobody cares about Leland. Nobody cares about Rocky. How are you gonna deal with this guy? You talked all of this shit. You was and rightfully so, number one for better or worse. This guy came and he punched on you, to quote Mase.
And took your spot.
And took your spot and then dropped the album that will be remembered for ages. I'm sorry, Dini, but GNX.
It's a good album.
What's that phrase in Marvel when it's like, it's a moment in time where it's like, you know what I mean? If you can't remember right now, don't hurt your head. But in the chat, y'all know what I'm talking about. It'd be that moment that no matter what happens, that moment is going to happen. It was the battle and it was GNX. This is the worst.
Canon.
Yeah, it's a canon event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she was
GNX,
right there.
the battle in
This shit,
GNX in totality was a canon event in Drake's career. How do you respond? A lot of people get tired of us saying Jay-Z seen what happened with Nas. He's seen in response to Blueprint 2. Gotta get these niggas a Black Album. I gotta give niggas the S. Carter mixtape. Remember that? Yeah. Remember
Fire.
ignorant shit that just randomly popped up out of nowhere? He had to show niggas, yeah, Nas people, but I'm still him. To me, again, I'm not a Drake fan. I'm a neutral party in this shit. But I think what we heard was phase one of Drake saying, you know, I mean, I'm still him. You know what I mean? Y'all might not believe me, but I'm still him. Now, the sense point. And I got the line here because shout out to Twitter. I love Twitter. Niggas don't love Twitter how I love Twitter. I don't care.
Big
You
X.
know what I'm saying? But there was a line. Shit, I thought I saved it. I did save it. You know what I mean? I'm a prepared podcaster. Old ass flows trying to convince me that you they favorite. Kenny said that to Aubrey. And that was the problem with this freestyle. It's the same timestamp flow, same pocket, same cadence. You want to conduct the beat. You know, the thing is, we are unks. You know, I graduated to Unk a few days ago. You know what I'm saying? Officially there now. You know what I mean? Welcome to the club. Mace the last one. You know what I mean? He the final Infinity Stone of the Unk Club. You know what I mean? But it's like, the problem is with this, when you get on a conducted beat, that is your time to flex everything, not just the words, the pockets you choose.
Did on the last one he did with Conductor.
Right. You remember, not even, he kind of did the same timestamp flow on that one too.
Nah, it was a little better.
I remember Rome Streets was saying, he was talking about what beat to come in on. You want to come in the first beat, the second beat, the third beat. You do all of that on the conducted beat. You switch flows, you adjust your breathing, you pick different pockets, you flex. You rhyme at different octaves even. Not to say we need him to be Kendrick Lamar. But what made Kendrick Lamar unique in this fight was his ability to be aggressive.
Switch up.
To be the TED Talk nigga.
Look at you.
All right.
Yeah.
TED Talk is not Meet the Grams. It's not like us. It's three different niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I have to critique Drake in the fact that you're still doing this. I admire you fighting, but you still have not adjusted your stance. You know what I mean? As a boxer, sometimes
Southpaw.
you're not even southpaw. You gotta adjust the distance you fighting at. You've been trying to fight this nigga Kendrick from outside the whole time. What niggas never give Floyd credit for when he fought Pacquiao was Philly shell, shoulder roll. He was in the pocket. They could not say Floyd ran from Pacquiao.
Right.
He got in there. He timed him. He got his shots off. Drake is still trying to fight from outside against this guy. This guy in Kendrick Lamar is in the pocket. You have to step in the pocket, and if he punches your head off, you have to accept it. If you keep fighting from outside, emotional and passive aggressive, all right, we hear you. You want to address the lines that he said? All right, we hear you. But where is the fuck you in his battle? You've yet to say fuck this guy.
Or say his name.
You've yet to say the thing. You could, all right, Kenny, whatever. You got your time right now. But when you be on your fucking emotional shit, because you say I'm emotional, when you be on your emotional shit, I carried these niggas. When are you gonna say that? When you gonna get in the pocket and say, you're having this time now, I had a 15, nigga. You had to get past me to get that. A real rapper, a Jay-Z or a Nas, would have said it already.
Yeah.
They would have said the thing. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. Where's that line in this fight?
And that
Kendrick just open his mouth. The fuck out of here, man.
I think Drake is stuck.
I think that's half and half. Half will respect it and half still wouldn't respect that though.
Well, here's the thing, half and half.
Yeah.
And it.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want.
It is what it is.
I don't want to draw the parallel.
No, it is what it is.
I don't want to draw the parallel, but he is in kind of this like nebulous place where, he thinks if he goes too hard, he's taking it too seriously, but
if you keep addressing it, we know you taking it seriously.
Exactly.
And going too light, trying to be unbothered
in a way that he still comes off unbothered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we all know that your body, like, bro, the one other bullet point that I didn't get to, he addressed the drinking problem that Kendrick said. Like, why even address that? Like, why is that the thing that bothers you? Maybe it's the New York
in me. But the New York rapper would have said, why you on my dick? Why you ain't say that? Why you talking about my drink? Why you talking about I got addiction? Why you know that?
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
A New York nigga would have said, get off my dick mad long ago, bro.
He's a Canadian.
How you say you hate the bitches out fucking then
that's
do a song with SZA, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, that's weird. You
following the bitches I'm fucking?
You going on tour with a drink
right weird,
now.
Bro.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is,
But yeah.
No cap.
The
Drake-
energy of the Family Matters second verse. Like, you did say fuck them other niggas. You know what I'm
ain't
saying?
say
Like,
fuck Kenny yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Say the thing.
Say the thing, bro.
Nigga, you know what? He was kind of harder on Cole than he was on Kenny.
Yeah.
Saying he kind of disses himself when they linked up allegedly, supposedly.
Right.
You more aggressive with Cole, your ally? The nigga who, and this is why you Cole fans get mad. Because we talked about it here. The niggas apologized to the nigga, and we said as a podcast, Drake is gonna touch that nigga Cole for that shit. And y'all was, leave Cole out of it. Cole is a bitch. And both sides have said it. I'm not saying it. Kendrick is indirectly called Cole a bitch. Drake is called Cole a bitch. How the Cole fans gonna handle that? You still want to drop? You think that fucking podcast mattered, nigga? You think the apology mattered, nigga?
Your apology.
The audio series?
Apologize to the nigga who dissed you was crazy.
He called you the nigga you was standing next to after you ran and you started the fight. Uncle Murda called you a bitch.
Yeah, he did.
Everybody.
The 10th anniversary of Forest Hills Drive that nobody talked about.
Outside of the Cole fans.
Nah, it was huge. Tim was in there. It was crazy. He FaceTime me from there.
Tim is a Cole fan?
Yeah.
He don't like Nas?
Tim fuck with Nas.
Oh, so he was just giving us a hard.
But Tim is young. You know what I'm saying? Like in
Tim the
terms,
barber?
Tim's like 35, bro.
That's not young.
36.
What, bro?
I'm talking about in terms of like where we are. You get what I'm saying?
35?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't have guessed
All right,
that.
Tim. And then last but not least, the LeBron.
Young
Of
girl.
I don't care about the DeMar DeRozan shit. It's DeMar DeRozan. You know
Right.
what I mean, he was a Raptor. We get it. LeBron. Now I'm gonna shoot Aubrey some bit. Bron set trip.
He did.
Point blank. Y'all niggas was on the shop together. Drake had an emotional moment on your platform.
That's it.
You right.
Don't
down.
do that. 'Cause if it was reversed,
Now,
you
fuck
would have
that.
been
No
like, this
rapper
nigga's
supposed
a
to be
clown.
asking no Hooper, do you essentially, do you forgive me?
Did I let
Fuck
you
outta
down,
here.
bro?
Did I let you down? Like, bro, come on.
Yo.
But the thing is, like, you know what? We niggas love LeBron James, but we gotta call it what it is. LeBron James be coming off real corny when it come to rap. Like LeBron act like a groupie sometimes when it come to rappers. He might be richer than all of these rappers. Well, he'd rather be. I think LeBron would rather be a rapper than a basketball player. You at your birthday party, Sin talked about it, shirtless under the blazer, probably had no socks
Two
on,
chains on.
with a camera. Niggas
holding
are
a
standing around you
champagne.
with a camera on you while you rapping Kendrick Lamar lyrics.
All types of
and you
rap
fucking
hands.
you fucking the lyrics up.
He did it like he was more on point with the lyrics than I've seen him ever. Probably though. He probably.
But why are you
The bar
doing
is
that
low.
at 40 at your party, bro? The fuck is going on?
Well, his brand is about still looking young to the younger niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
That's what he's trying to do. Not
you look
successfully.
like Ving Rhames your whole life.
Oh no.
You old.
Not Ving Rhames. Delroy Lindo.
Delroy Lindo. Your whole life. The fucking hair plugs.
Lowroy.
The do-rag. Fucking wrapping that green sweater around your waist at the Drake concert.
In the back of the car.
Just be old, bro. The fuck
Come
are you
home to
rapping in
Unk
front of a
status.
camera?
Act your hairline, bro.
He's new to Unk
Feel me?
status.
That's why his wife be acting like that, bro. Remember at the pop out shit to stop that nigga from jumping on the stage?
Yeah.
He can't help
Hey,
himself.
slow down, bro.
Bro was trying to
Nah, they want
walk
me
at
up
the
there,
pop
bro.
out. I
I'm on
forgot.
Drake's side when it
Yo,
comes to LeBron,
trying to hold
bro.
my composure.
This
LeBron
nigga set
deserved
trip.
them balls, man.
He set trip, and he kept set trip.
Probably visited the crib, bought a little gift for the little
Man
man
at
and
the
all that.
Garden. You play at Staples, nigga.
Yeah. Been running from the Knicks. You could have been a Knick,
So he
nigga.
can't like the song?
He can love the song. What you at your birthday party, shirtless under the
I
blazer?
deserve it all.
Mad emotion in the
Yeah.
performance.
Right.
Like he practiced it in the mirror.
Look, it was hitting.
Yo,
He practiced
He might have
that
shed a
in a
tear, bro. I don't know.
Look, it was hitting, man.
Come on, nigga. You
Braun was determined
billionaire.
that night.
Kobe, like Kobe never did no shit like Jordan. You
Never.
think Jordan was gonna be spitting Jay-Z lyrics
Never.
at his 40th birthday party,
Never.
or Biggie lyrics, or Pac lyrics,
Nah,
or Nas
all
lyrics?
right. But let's not forget he did have his own instance of overly animated rap hands because he had that song with the video. He was it his song? Or it was a feature.
With the Kobe joint?
Yeah, the Kobe
What,
joint. It was
the
a
rapping
feature.
Italian?
Rap. And
Yeah.
the niggas laughed at him as a coach, and he said, "You know what? I'll stick to who."
I'm
That was
bald.
that era, though. You know what I mean?
He wasn't
AI,
in the mirror
Shaq.
trying to be Hove.
Yeah.
Imagine
At least
fucking.
it was his own bar.
Imagine
Yes.
Jordan
It was
trying to
his
do the
own
Running
bars.
Man, the New Jack Swing.
No way.
You know what I'm
Can't
saying?
even
Like,
see it, bro.
you gotta still keep your cool, nigga.
Can't even see it, man.
Nigga, like, bro lost his
Nas
cool
actually
factor.
dissed Kobe on a Biggie bar. Like, you didn't see Kobe rapping the takeover next season, you know what I'm saying?
Pick
Like,
the basketball up and did some dugs.
come on.
We sit this one out.
Get some rings.
I can't bar up.
I'm dead, man.
And then posted it on the soap. Like, bro, man, I'm on Team Drake with that one, bro.
Yo,
But it's like at this point, to put this whole thing to bed before we move on, I'm not mad at it. Let's keep the action going.
Let's get it.
He
That
responded.
we can agree with.
We're
Sure.
sparring.
coming.
We know Kenny eventually will say something because he don't like the guy. So
He
we know
hates
there's
the
gonna
guy.
be a Lucy flying at some point.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we touched on the topic before we move on.
Yep.
Quick audible. Damn. Or GNX. This is the raps now. I'm coming to you with this one, bro.
I'm going with that. Damn got Duckworth, got Feel,
Loyalty,
they got Loyalty, Humble, they got Fear. I'm going with Damn. Not against GNX by any stretch.
music.
but Damn was crazy. And that's not even let me be clear about this because that's not even like in my top tier of favorite
Right.
Kendrick album. Because it has some joints that I didn't care for. Triple X, you know what I mean? Was that the joint with U2?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care for that joint. It was a couple other joints I didn't care for. I didn't love the song. God Grew on Me. That's what God feel like. That grew on me. But yeah, ultimately I think, and I mean it might be too soon. I might need to let GNX live a little bit longer. But right now I'm going with that.
I respect that. You need a balance. Talk to me, bro.
Already said it. Damn.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Oh,
I'm going GNX,
I mean,
bro.
GNX is a fire album, but Damn was just one of
Are
the
you
ones.
sure you're not hating right now because
I'm not
GNX is
hating.
getting too much love?
No, I mean, it's a good. I gave it. I gave it like an 8 out of 10. But Damn just really connected with the soil. Granted, I feel like GNX, the boost from the battle, kind of helped the album too. Not to say it's not good music; it's great music. But the whole scenario,
noise around it.
everything, bro, like the whole parade.
You saying Kendrick was clout chasing?
I mean, when you in a rap battle, you kind of not clout chasing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got to earn your spot. You got to earn your props. You got to shut down the person you with. You kind of are trying to like. I'm just saying.
Address Deanie in the comments, please.
I
Yo.
think it's gonna right. I
It's
think
not
it's gonna be
impossible.
hard for people to go against Damn because Damn is like his commercial peak. So you know what I mean? It's his Carter
This is like
3,
part 2
it's
of
his
that, yeah.
views. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people. The most they've ever heard Kendrick, whether it be on the radio, whether it be the videos, whether it be leading up to the Black Panther soundtrack. This was like the hottest moment, you know, other than
Facts.
now, which is, you know, completely battle related. You know what I'm saying? This was like Kendrick, like literally on his come up. You know what I mean? This was like right coming off of the Pulitzer and To Pimp a Butterfly. So it's a moment in time for a lot of niggas. But if we going song for song, bro, I'm going GNX. Sin mentioned that U2 record that nobody ever wants to hear again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be honest, as much as I love Humble, I think that Squabble Up and TV Off are superior bops, bro. Like, I'd rather hear those in the spot than Humble, bro. Like,
I might
you
go
know,
with Squabble Up.
I'm saying,
I might
so
agree on
you know, it.
I would feel
Let's
more
not
that way
forget
about Peekaboo than Squabble
the
Up.
prime
I get what you're saying.
Rihanna boost he got. You know what I mean? Being on,
Right, so
you know what I'm
Loyalty
saying?
versus Luther.
He made Lefty
Loyalty.
Gunplay hot on GNX. You know what
I
I'm
see that
saying?
too.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, listen, I get it. You know,
DNA.
We talking right now.
DNA is
DNA's
cool.
an outlier.
DNA's cool.
DNA is
Don't
cool.
do that, Mase.
DNA is
do
a
that,
classic
Mase.
record, but I'm
Classic.
just saying, reincarnated, bro. Better rap performance to me. Sorry,
as a
bro.
follow-up single or a song that's gonna get placements, would you want DNA or TV off?
TV off.
Because DNA was a song that got placements.
Right.
The impact of TV Off is just crazy right
TV
now.
off. TV off.
TV off, bro.
I don't know.
That's tough.
I'm going with GNX, and the thing is, I know sometimes when we had these conversations, people think that if we pick one, that means we don't think the other one is good.
Recency bias.
I want to be clear about this. We think, Damn. At least I know I've been the Damn champion on this podcast
Mhm.
for a few years. I love Damn, but if we just talking about what GNX means as far as Dini's point to battle, and then again what Kenny did in the aftermath of Drake saying he gets more love in the West than Kenny. Then when he scooped up all the youngers from the West Coast and put together this project, and it makes me believe that he probably had a whole other album he was putting together, and he threw that bitch out and made this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this don't sound like, and that's another reason I'm giving it to GNX. This don't sound like anything Kenny has ever done before.
This is a full West Coast team.
And it's sometimes as artists, we've heard artists try to do new things and they compromise themselves in the process.
Right.
Kenny at no point in this project sounds like he don't belong there or he sounds compromised. He sounds very comfy on every song. Now again, Sin and I've talked about it on the side. This is probably his least creative as far as the depth, the density of the lyricism, subject matter, etc. But sometimes albums don't have to be that.
We kind of needed that after Mr. Mid. You know what I'm saying? That was like a breath of fresh air after that album. You know what I mean?
It's funny because like if To Pimp a Butterfly and Dan, let's say like Good Kid is like the center, right?
Definitely the center.
If To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn are here, then Mr. Morale and GNX are even further away.
It's the two branches of Kenny. You know what I mean?
Like they're even further away on the spectrum of what he does.
And I'll put Section 80 like it's like basically right in the same breath as Good Kid. It's like the prelude and for literally and figuratively it is the prequel. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when I hear GNX, I'm like, this nigga really made a West Coast album, a great beat selection, didn't compromise himself, didn't try to go too far left and try to make her get in jail. You know when niggas overly try to go super commercial? There's no song you can point to and be like, Kenny was really aiming overly commercial with that.
He wasn't trying.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The only record you could say where he was really chasing radio, and I'm not accusing him of that, be clear, but I'm saying the only pure radio record is TV Off. Pure radio. TV Off is it. Everything else is just fire song. And every time you felt like he was going too west, he brought you back. And then it was put together in a way where it's like nothing felt like it stood out. That was a challenge. Because you could have like a Luther and a Reincarnated and a Dodger Blue on the same project as a Peekaboo, Hey Now, Squabble Up. He found a good balance. And I think as time goes along, and again, it does help that the battle goes along, being a canon event, we're going to go back to this album. Because again, he could have dropped the album post beating Drake, and it could have been shit.
True.
You know what I'm saying? He stuck the landing.
Right.
And no one was fishing for the album in 2024. Rap fans as a whole is waiting on next year. Now
we didn't think we would get a Kenny album and just jams. That was like the thing that changed everything. Like, whoa.
And I think as an artist showing that versatility, he's never done that before. He's had hit records, but an album like his quote Thriller, like Hov had his volume 2, where it was slap after slap after slap. Like this is it for him.
I was gonna, you know what? I had that in my mind like a week ago, and I never said it. But it feels like Jay's volume 2.
There you go.
Like this is Kendrick's volume 2. And I'll take it a step further because I said this also off wax. Because I was curating our year-end playlist. I was trying to find a good place within the mix of all the other songs that we were putting on the playlist to place some of these GNX songs. And it was so striking to me how little what he did on this album sounds like anything else that's out there in the landscape.
For us to formulate,
you know what I mean? Like, like I could, like, even when I put him next to other West Coast songs, I was like, yo, like this doesn't sound like anything else. It's so fire, but it's so far from anything else that's out there music. So, that's why we gave it the album of the year. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. And if you got a problem with that, you know what I mean?
Take it up.
So we had another topic that we were gonna get to that Sin had texted to me, but he kind of OD'd. On his first segment. So we're gonna save that for the live.
He was cooking.
What we're gonna do now is we're gonna move on to other realms of hip hop because people get tired of us talking about Kenny for too long and whatever else. So we are the rap, all encompassing round table. Dame Dash made a comment that himself, Nori, and Bleek got on the call and they made amends. Bleek comes out and essentially kind of refutes this situation. But I also know that Bleek has said that he's going to be discussing a lot of what Dame has said on his own platform. I think he has a podcast, if I'm not mistaken. So, with that being said, where are we at with this? Is the history of Rockefeller and Dame Dash becoming pro wrestling, where it's just like podcast fodder and it's just something for clicks? Or is history going to get lost in the sauce as far as we're going to say some wild shit for clicks? Or should we really care about what Bleek and Dame have to say about the history of rock? Deanie, you know I'm coming to you with this one. Talk to me.
Yeah. I think when you, like I always say, like that's my favorite rap label as far as a unit. I think like what they've done.
Fake ass Nas fan.
Yo.
Yeah.
What they've done revitalized the way the game is looked at, bro. That Rockefeller chain meant everything. Like shout out to the I thought the Rough Rider chain was fire. I thought Cash Money had a fire piece. Shout out Death Row had a fire piece. But there was just salute. There was just something about that Rockefeller piece and being a part of that team that was just like golden to me. You know what I'm saying? Being a young nigga in New York. Like, so to me, like when I heard that they actually had a conversation, I thought like that was golden, because I'm sure like somewhere in Dame's time as the guard, he may have made, you know, Bleek feel like the little man at some point. I think he made everybody
hands down. I'm sure he shitted on Bleek,
especially being Jay's man.
He admitted to it.
So I'm sure like he's basically dealing with, like, you know how you become the old nigga and you gotta like fix your old situations? Like, you know, I don't have to beef about this anymore. I think he's doing that, but he's doing it from a situation where he probably shitted on like everybody around him. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, remember you said the other day, Jav make nerd niggas feel bad about themselves and some shit like that. It's kind of like
not supposed to be bringing them conversations.
Yo, it's love. Yo, niggas be nerds. Nerd niggas gotta accept they nerds. Shout out to the nerd niggas. But like,
facts.
If a nigga make you feel uncomfortable in your skin,
Love iPhone.
I would assume that if you get back around that person even years later, that uncomfortability a lot of times don't go away for a lot of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure like Dame has done that to the free world. So it was dope to hear that too. And when Dame said it at the interview I seen with Dame, he said everything was cool and they weren't gonna talk about nothing online. So hearing that from you was like, oh shit, maybe it's not as cool as I thought it was. Cause I thought it was just him, Nori, Bleek, had a conversation. Yo, I said some shit I shouldn't have said. You said some shit you had said. My bad, big dog. This, that, and the third. Let's get a drink later. And everything is cool. Apparently not. From what you just said, apparently there's more to the story. But I don't know, man. I just feel like Dame is just like alone in the four corner room, staring at candles, listening to gangster music. I've seen that happen to a lot of niggas. I've seen a lot of niggas like you try to be the big dog and you big dog yourself like out of position with everybody. You feel me? Yo, it happens. Be like, that's why I tell niggas be humble. You know what I'm saying? From the rich nigga to the janitor nigga. Yo, treat everybody with respect, cause you never. 20 years.
We back to Kenny, bro.
20 years ago, we thought Dame would be like where he's at now, having to sell his pieces, 9 mil, 10 mil in the hole. Like that's why I tell you never know where you're gonna be. So treat niggas with respect. Treat niggas on some real shit, and that's where he's at.
Cause the picture that he painted for himself, or that, you know what I mean, that we all saw, that he was the ultimate hustler. Right?
Yo.
No matter, you know what I mean? No matter how many chips was down,
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Yep. You know what I mean? I build myself back up.
My son has cookies.
You know what I mean? But I mean, we come to find out, like,
chill, B. Yo. You have a boss. You're not a real man to me. You have a boss.
But the problem is they be doing it to himself.
Now, you see that, but shit like that. Like, imagine the millions of niggas that heard that podcast. Like, damn, I'm a little nigga.
And they already didn't like the guy.
I'm telling you.
Right.
And you talking to niggas that like Charlemagne at the time and Envy, who been on the station for forever. Tell them y'all niggas are still the little niggas. It's like he just had a lot of angst everywhere he goes. And I just feel like that shit don't change because you an old nigga now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people still have that angst. A lot of people remember how you made them feel. A lot of people remember when you little dog niggas. That sticks around, bro.
Yeah. And then, but you know what I mean? You fast forward and you look at his endeavors. They're not really making any major waves out here. You see him on every podcast and every platform, every Art of Dialogue, every, you know what I mean, wherever he's at.
Real life, yeah.
The only time he gets any traction is when he's talking about Jay and Rockefeller. You know what I mean? Either that or when his teeth are flying out of his mouth.
Oh God,
one or the other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like,
and even then there was a reason for niggas to try to laugh at him.
So it begs the question, like, what else do you have going for you other than talking about Jay and Rockefeller? Like, and you know what I mean? Like Jarv asked the question, like, is this Rockefeller thing like WWE. No, if it was not for Dame in this equation, the Rockefeller, you know what I mean, the history would be intact. Like, we wouldn't be talking about this. I mean, who else is going to bring it up? Dame is clinging on to Jay and the Rockefeller name to continue to have some type of cultural cachet in the game.
What do you say to people that say, yo, we beating up, we too hard, or we beating up?
I don't think, I mean, but he keeps showing up on our timelines.
Since he deserves it.
No, I'm just saying, he keeps showing up on our timelines. He keeps showing up in our algorithms, talking about the same thing, and I feel like the capping is getting more and more egregious.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? So he's like doubling down because he knows this is what's gonna get him views and clicks.
So it's a business film.
It is, and it's tough to watch because, you know what I mean. We were all there. You know what I mean? Rockefeller was an empire.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And Dame was like the
man.
face right there next to Jay. And you see Jay now, and you see Dame now. Like, it's tough to see. It's tough to watch, man.
It's hard, bro. Pause.
This is tough, man. I feel like I done flamed up Dame so much.
I mean, you could take it easy. You don't gotta cook him.
Nah, he deserves it. He deserves it. But listen, like you said, this whole situation with Bleek and Nori, you know, Bleek, I don't think Bleek was saying it didn't happen, because if you look in the replies, Bleek is saying that it absolutely did happen, but he was making the confused face because why are 1,000 new clips of him still clowning Memphis Bleek coming out? So I think that's what, you know, like Sin just alluded to, like, Dame is on like a never-ending like run right now, whether it's Cam Capone, whether it's Art of Dialogue, whether it's the new network himself, Say Cheese, like he's just everywhere, you know, as a quote machine right now. And, you know, Memphis Bleek has gotten, you know, the short end of that a few times, you know what I mean? Like, the whole energy with Bleek, it's big, like, Jay-Z was my homie and he had to bring his little brother to every spot we went. That's the way it seems like Dame Dash felt about Memphis Bleek the whole time. Like, he don't respect this shit at all. He mentioned his shit getting ghost written. Dame don't hold Memphis Bleek in the same thought like that he would a Beans or a Kanye. Dame don't respect Memphis Bleek shit at all. You know what I mean? And I think Bleek knows
that's how
that.
you look at,
right.
You know what I mean?
That was your +1 when we started. That's the way he's looking at it for real. So he goes out of his way to disrespect Bleek. You know what I mean? And Bleek being still right next to Jay makes it all that much worse. You know what I mean? But I can't respect this. You know what I mean? Like, he's going everywhere. You know, the shit with him and Nori, they make up one week and then they diss each other. He'll have another episode of Drink Champs next month and then they'll diss each other. That whole shit with him and Nori is weird. You know what I mean? To me, they're both like COE, content over everything for those two. So they're going to diss each other, but they're going to realize a business opportunity presents itself for them to speak to each other about it, and they'll be doing whatever they want. But you know, thinking about what Sin said, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Dame is by the skin of his teeth clutching to the Rockefeller legacy, to the Rockefeller relevance. But at the same time, it doesn't make any sense, right? Because at the same time, you're like talking about how terrible Rockefeller is every time I see you. You know what I mean? Jay-Z didn't have any good ideas without you. Memphis Bleek, he flames Memphis Bleek whenever he gets a chance. You know what I mean? Like, he gets at all of them. He even is disappointed in Biggs, I think, because Biggs ended up taking Jay's side. He ended up talking about how Jay and Biggs didn't even like each other. Like, you can't simultaneously be clinging on to the relevancy of Rockefeller, but at the same time trying to tank the Rockefeller legacy. It's like, there's gonna be a day where the rap roundtable is no more. One day, you know what I'm saying? Not no time soon, not no short time, but one day the rap roundtable won't be here. You think that I'm gonna be going on saying, yo, on episode 114, Sin was wearing some Wu-Tangs that was from the warehouse. You know what I mean? Yo, y'all think Deanie hair grew real quick? No, that's a wig under his hat. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all wouldn't respect our shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna shit on legacy.
That's crazy.
In the history of the Rap Roundtable, we've experienced that on this very platform.
Listen,
So,
as crazy as it sounds, so how can you tank the legacy? How can you shit on the legacy of something that you're trying to stand on? You know what I mean? I can't respect that. And that's where Dame, like, if Dame was doing interviews and he was talking about the making of Philadelphia Freeway or how, you know, he was able to get Dipset out of their deal with the record label to get him over to Rockefeller, or, you know, the early days of Source Money and Jay-Z and Jazzo, if he was going around just talking about that shit all the time, like the Supreme Team members do and the niggas who was down with La Cosa Nostra do, and talking about, you know, just talking about what happened, I would respect that more than you going around and saying, yo, you know what I'm saying, Ether was better than Takeover. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay's mad because I had Aaliyah. You know, Memphis Bleek was a bum. You know what I mean? That's what Dame is doing. You know what I mean? He's going around bringing down the worth of the only reason we give a fuck about him. You know what I mean? So I can't respect it.
And to piggyback off that,
Look,
simultaneously trying to sell off the shares of that shitty ass label that he
Right.
fucking hates and was garbage.
So
Right.
here's all right. So I'll jump in with
and
this.
the only good ideas you had was yours.
If you are, because I don't know what Jay's architecture was in Rockefeller. You get what I'm saying? He seemed like the artist,
Yeah.
and the architect seemed like Dame. You get what I'm saying? So if you're in a situation,
like.
all right.
Yeah.
So if you're in a situation where you seem like the architect, but when you turn around 20 years later, everyone in that camp seems to still have some kind of like connection, but
Right.
you're the only nigga on the outside. I can see where he would feel a little like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But-
all this shit is pretty much in from my brain that's going on right now.
But if
I'm the only one not involved in it. I can see why a nigga be a little angry.
but if he was in fact the architect, why didn't he architect some other shit?
Sometimes you just get them pieces, you know what I'm saying? Look, just y'all ready?
I'm calling for the ball.
Making a hove.
Calling for the ball. That's a great question. But I think what we've learned from Dame over the last, I want to say, year and a half, that it's not even about making another hove or doing it again.
Right.
I think even at the peak of Rockefeller, let's simplify it. You're all co-workers, right? We all had that effective co-worker that we couldn't stand. Now I'm gonna take y'all behind the curtain for a second. I'm not. This person could only know if he likes rap that I'm even talking about. Put it that way.
I love these.
Right.
Cool.
We going back probably like it's 2025 now. So we going back about 17 years.
Damn it.
Oof.
Because I think Mase was by 08 Mase was around.
Yeah.
I used to really get mad when Sin and I would be working together specifically, and I would call this gentleman Armando. Right?
Honestly, for all the times I've done it and got smoked, I feel like throwing my hat at this nigga.
Absolutely
Like,
not where I thought this was going.
For all the times I've done this and got the Dini chill, yo, job, mo. Yo, for every time.
What?
Yo, Dini, chill.
Yo,
Don't say
there
that
were
nigga
so
name.
many other people
Come
that I
on,
thought,
dog. Come on.
so many other names that I thought were gonna
shout
come
out
up.
to that man. Shout out to that man.
All right.
25
Homie,
starting off
man.
right.
I'm a little
Not
smack, I ain't gonna lie.
Still
You
a
know what I
homie.
mean? But Sin,
Ren?
yeah. Sin no, cause I used to call a nigga Armando all the time, bro. I never said it to nobody but him. You know what I mean? And bro would come through and he would be looking wild busy. Shit look wild complicated. All you have to do is connect one thing and push one button. And the
Shout out to
shit
the homie, man.
will work. But if you let him tell it, it's mad
Mad
complicated. And I used to be with
Facts.
Sin talking big shit about this nigga.
This was for like 30 years.
Oh,
Bubba,
God.
too. Yeah.
Oh God,
funny
you know what I
shit.
mean?
Shout
And
out
I used to be
him.
with Sin talking wild shit. Why do you think I started calling him Armando? Because it was slander. The name itself is slanderous. You know what I'm saying?
They would call that nigga for everything.
Oh,
computer
man,
related.
Cam
But then
Ron Curtis
but
shit,
the shit
man.
he was doing was wild basic.
And then, so many times he would just like press a button
Son.
check a cable and be like, I don't know. You might have to call ITG.
Did you restart it?
Yeah. Did you?
Did you restart?
That's the homie.
So it's like when I look at Dame, I think of Armando because it's like you had Jay-Z, nigga. You do all this fucking talking about your acumen, and I ain't here to shit. You probably had not probably. You had to make some plays to get Jay-Z to the league for sure. But sometimes, as we know, you can have all the ability, but the league is fickle. But once you made a play to get into the league and you have Jay-Z, you had a generational talent, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't have Bleek. I'm sorry, Bleek.
No disrespect.
I'm sorry.
Multi-generation.
Bleek,
right.
You know.
You didn't have Bleek. You didn't come in with a DJ. Came in with Jay-Z, who just needed an opportunity. And you did create that opportunity.
Facts.
But at a certain point when we called Armando, niggas start seeing and their eyes start to get more and more open. Good thing is if you spend time with niggas every day, you learn them.
Yeah.
And you start realizing you pushing that one button, you pushing that Jay-Z button. This nigga's not really good. He's actually a hindrance to his own success. But because there's other principal parties involved that need what that generational talent has, we will play ball with this fucking idiot. And I'm not calling Dame an idiot personally, but what I'm saying is because we all work in professional spaces, we've all probably been called a fucking idiot by a different higher up.
Certain.
You think Kevin Lyles and Leo wasn't calling Dame a fucking idiot?
Oh, I'm sure they were.
All right, I'm just trying to paint the picture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you remove the one button that you push that works every time. So you know when you hit Control or Delete, that shit work every time. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that option out the way, how good are you really? Can you get to this CPU? Can you break it down? Can you do a hardware breakdown and rebuild a motherfucker? Are you good with software? Can you basically strip the computer clean and then upload some new shit into it and then rebuild the motherfucker from scratch and start over again?
Got it.
No. The difference between you and the diddler is every few years that guy had a rebrand and he showed the fuck back up.
Yeah.
Dame has been crying about the split of Rockefeller for 21 years now. So a nigga say you beating up on Dame, it's like, I'm not. I'm just saying, strictly from a musical perspective, what has he done that doesn't involve Jay-Z? The counter argument might be he's blackballed, etc. But one thing I've learned about the industry from my own personal experience is that if you are viable and useful in this industry, somebody will have a job for you. If your artist development and your hustle is what you say it is, even if you are an asshole, somebody will employ you.
Mm-hmm.
When Dipset was running around with Koch, why you ain't just throwing a Dipset chain and help them, you know what I mean, make some moves? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was off the books, but on the record, you weren't. Killer was making those plays.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Jones was making those plays. Somebody out, one of them California labels ain't need you. One of them Southern labels ain't need you. Like, what's up? Nigga, Rockefeller had a big roster.
Yeah.
None of them niggas really needed you. And the niggas that you stayed locked in with, Currency complains about you. You brought Joe Budden to Rockefeller. If history is accurate, you was gonna announce that. Joe Budden might as well be Rock Nation because he loves Hove.
Yeah.
Beans was supposed to be Dash Music Group. What happened with that? After Hove, whatever happened in court, if memory serves me right, certain niggas was Rockefeller under the new Def Jam, and Beans was Dame Dash Music Group.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Where's Petey Crack? Why you ain't take Crack and do something with him? Why you ain't take Oskino and do something with him?
Yeah.
You was bad money. That's why. You know why you was bad money? Because once the Jay-Z got taken into the equation, the same niggas you was giving your ass to kiss did not want to fuck with you no more because you burnt that bridge.
Yep.
Now, you are a hustler, Dame Dash. But you are also the least accountable celebrity I've ever come across. Because in your ability to be a celebrity, and your ability to hustle, Vito Corleone taught niggas mad lessons in that, and he's a fictional character, and that's how to be political. You don't think Vito could have whacked Barzini before he died? Vito played politics until he died. He's a fictional character, I know that. But the lesson is play politics until you have the upper hand.
Play the game.
Right.
You never played politics. You wanted to tell niggas you had the upper hand while holding the upper hand. And I'm sure there's a lesson in the 48 Laws of Power that taught you, Dame, how to handle that situation. How to move in the room. Jay-Z was reading that book while you was throwing the book back at Jay-Z. Fuck, I don't gotta read this shit. Play the position right, bro.
Yeah.
again, it's like your political abilities did not outweigh your ability to hustle. You was a street nigga that made it. And you thought you could bully niggas, a street nigga, and loud nigga your way to the top. Because you thought Jay would always be with you. But again, it goes back to bring it full circle with work. You can have a coworker you love to death, right? But at a certain point, you realize, this nigga be getting me written up. I love this nigga. We break bread together. We have a blast together. But are you
can't bring this nigga nowhere.
I can't bring this nigga nowhere. You about to get me fired. What are you gonna do at that point? I love this nigga.
I can't imagine how many people whispered to Jay like, "Yo, you need to get rid of this nigga." Like over the course of the years, I can only imagine.
Because again, we're not even there. But I've had personal experiences when I was managing Chills, where my man's cousin, who's in the industry to a certain degree, I won't just like get into it too crazy, but he was way ahead of me. He was in the league, and he linked with my business partner and basically said, "Yo, we can take Chills because we don't need this guy." I was this guy. So of course, at my little middling level, I was a nobody. What you think is happening with millions of dollars on the line?
Come on.
Shit gonna happen.
Why you think he hate Leo and Dame and Kevin Lyle so bad and Greenwald and all them niggas? Because they all looked at Dame as a problem. He's the bad coworker. Get rid of this nigga. Remember the nigga I'm about to smash? I used to fuck our shit up. He was a bad coworker.
Yeah.
We never told on the nigga, but we knew, this nigga really be getting into trouble, man. Doing a lot. We said a lot for this nigga. Add millions of dollars to that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I guess the theme of this show is
Throwback job.
Blind loyalty. Like, you can't really have blind loyalty. Like, a lot of motherfuckers will want blind loyalty. Like, yo, like
Dame is a blind loyalty nigga. Like,
exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we down, we came up together, we built this together. Like, you know what I mean? That means that we're stuck together for the rest of our lives. You know what I mean? To a certain extent,
blindly loyal
to the niggas he fuck with. Yeah, right. Everybody that's on that team is good on that team, bro.
And do you hear Dame talk about him in 2024? Is that somebody that deserves blind loyalty? You know what I'm saying? Like, Dame barely sounds like he even liked the nigga at this point.
In front of a camera, bro.
Wicked work, man.
And not to retread a segment that we already got past, but like, I do feel like Drake also asked for blind loyalty. You know what I mean? And when motherfuckers is not loyal to him the way he wants them to be loyal to him, regardless of like whatever, moves he's made, he has a fucking problem with it.
Big problem. But
You know
then
what I mean?
I was gonna cook sin for bringing Drake back up, but he's right.
you made a strong point. But then you look at it, right?
Stand correct.
Because what I've learned from potting is that sometimes if you just talk to niggas as if like they just supposed to know what you mean, that's a mistake on our part as hosts. And so I try to use like the work analogy as a way where niggas can take it on the ground level, and because we've all lived the same type of shit.
Right.
And we go to Biggs. You come into a job, Biggs was cool with Dame. 20 years later, we worked together, whatever. Got the Paper Planes hat on. Biggs been wearing that Paper Planes hat for a minute.
Dame said they didn't talk to each other for years. So I'm like, even through after that, he still ran with him.
So you telling me you on a platform saying that Jay didn't like Biggs? And that could be true. As a matter of fact, let's say for the sake of argument, it's true. But so what? People change.
So what?
You know what I'm saying? People change. Like, I can meet a nigga and I could not like this guy, but if we work together every day, and I might not like this because he looked at me funny one day, or he didn't answer a question I liked, or he didn't ask the question the way I liked one day.
Sheesh.
But if we all right, all right. That's an insider. You would never know.
Never.
You would never know.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? But it happens.
Right.
And I don't like this guy.
Yo.
But at a certain point, if we see each other every day, and then we have that conversation, like, bro, who worked on the opposite desk with you, I couldn't stand that nigga.
Yeah.
And then one day we had a conversation and 2-3 years worth of disdain vanished. It happens. So what if they didn't get along? Men especially have an ability to not like a nigga, and then one day have one bill with Bro Rez. I was why?
You a fan of that team too?
You
Like
wow.
littlest things.
Next thing you know, we dapping each other up every day.
Littlest things.
So maybe he didn't like Biggs.
Right.
But Biggs realized over time, and let's bring it back to money and the Godfather. It's like, and matter of fact, not even the Godfather, the Mafia. Mafia preaches family and La Costa Nostra, all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when a nigga fuck the money up, no matter how cousin, uncle, brother, father, if you fucking the money up, you gotta go.
Issues.
Yeah.
That's the lesson here. Dame been bad money for a long time. Biggs a quiet nigga in the group. He was a silent partner. Looked and said, yo, I could go with the nigga that's good money or the nigga that's bad money. Dame got proverbially whacked in this situation.
Right.
It's bad money.
Mm-hmm.
2 taps.
And at no point, and the thing is, Jay don't do no interviews talking about Dame. You can't get Biggs to talk.
That's facts.
Bleek never said shit about Dame that's sideways. Freeway never said nothing sideways. Young Chris, Young Neve, Beans. Any nigga who mattered, and Rock Cam, nobody ever talked sideways about nothing when it comes to Dame Dash. But Dame is cozy talking about niggas. And eventually, niggas decided you gonna be on this island.
Yeah.
That's he can't help himself. How many? Every 5 interviews you say he not talking about Jay-Z. Then the next interview he talking about Jay-Z again.
Come on, like.
And then y'all get
like I didn't hear the last thing you just said. Like
he bad money.
Yeah.
And if all these niggas hated each other when Dame is around, and now Dame is going and they all like each other, maybe Dame was the bad ingredient, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like Dame left, we all cool now.
Maybe
like
he was the bad juju.
Come on,
because it's like how much niggas is telling you know what I mean. Dame seemed like the type of nigga. Now I hate to judge, but just based on his energy, bro, and shit we've seen on podcast interviews, Dame the type of nigga we could all 4 be in here. And then as soon as a nigga leave, he just shit on the nigga as soon as he walk out the room. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck we talking about? You know what I mean? What's that Jay-Z man? You know what I mean? He ain't got no money. You know how he talk.
Yeah.
Yo, we low-key had somebody.
You know he used to talk about Bleek taking that hat off, bro, when he left the room, bro. You know it. You know it, bro.
Damn.
Was it too deep?
That was deep cut.
It was too deep.
That was deep cut.
I'm sorry.
I mean, he figured out that the show was gonna go on either way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn it.
But for a while he was that. You know what I mean? He was a downer in the group.
Deterrent.
Why is he going so hard? Because niggas want to win.
Listen,
if that nigga was still around, he probably wouldn't be here.
we never would have gotten to the 3,000 views, bro.
Yeah. that 3,000 average.
See you at the top.
Shout out to the faithful
I ain't gonna front.
man.
I ain't gonna front. 113 and 114 back to back. It's been 2 5 micers, bro. I
ain't gonna lie, bro. It has been.
It
has been.
Top.
We
One of
love
the
him
comments-
still. We've made amends. One of the real time
homie.
is not lying.
One of the comments, a nice young lady, hey girl, she said we all look healthy. You know what I mean? I was like, I love that comment, man. Like, you think we want to go back to the ghetto?
You
We
know
got
what I'm
women
saying?
calling us healthy in the comments, bro. Fuck out of here, man.
Oh,
Yo, man.
niggas don't want to be depressed when that shit press play. Facts.
Vims.
Yo, sin.
Listen.
2025 is a doozy.
Come on, son.
We only need a couple.
We gonna
years
have
in.
after.
What?
We
What
gonna
does
have.
Nobody knows what that means.
If you do, you taking
Smoke.
ownership of that.
Yeah. That's facts.
Yo.
That's facts. Gotta hold that.
Yo, Walt, on the post, get that immediately, bro. Anyway. Shout out. Let's go.
Good things. Wu-Tang.
You know what I mean? But it's like, real shit be, y'all niggas can love Dame all y'all want, y'all can hate Jay-Z all y'all want. All I'm asking y'all to do is, as men, because it's mostly men watching this show, let's be men about it. We make mistakes, and we gotta wear it. That's it.
That's it. Man.
That's all I gotta say about that. Let's move on to Uncle Murda before we wrap the show up.
Copy.
Uncle Murda has become the most anticipated artist to drop the year in review for hip hop. He's become so anticipated that Mad Skills decided to drop his review like a week before New Year's.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't even done.
He got moved off his date. You know what I mean? Just like niggas got moved off their time slot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then we showed up. And then we showed up by accident at the same time and punched niggas. You know what I mean? That's the only time I talk shit tonight. Cause we punched niggas. Because that was purely by accident.
It
You know what I mean?
was. It was a deserved accident, but
Yeah,
still.
I mean, we niggas got punch, coof, cough, bro. You know what I mean?
Boom, bop, bam.
Bing,
Bop, bing, bro.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even understand.
Crying, yo, chill.
Yo,
Oh shit.
Nah.
got the 60s Batman call
Come
out.
on,
Oh my
bro.
god.
But this nigga Mad Skills dropped like the day after Christmas or some
Oh,
shit. Niggas was
man.
like, huh? You know what I mean?
Right.
And his only win was somebody had wrote like, tell this nigga Uncle Murda got that. And he was like, who gonna tell him type shit. And it's like, it
Right.
don't matter. He took you off your block.
Right.
Because you didn't drop on the 31st.
I
You
didn't
dropped
like that too.
on the 26th, nigga.
Damn.
So how you gonna say who gonna tell him? Who gonna tell you? Murda told you. You know what I mean?
Sheesh.
But Murda
That's the mad
dropped
skills with a Z.
17 facts. 17-minute
Yeah.
year in review. And I gotta ask the question, a 17-minute rap song? Has this review jumped the shark? Is it too much? Is it too much of a good thing, Mase? What's going on?
Listen, Jav, you know, early in me knowing Jav, I used to do the Uncle Murda voice for no reason. You know what I mean? I got love for East
Crazy,
New York.
shit
You know,
I love
shit
Murda.
crazy.
You know what I
We
mean? I
love
love
Murda. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's definitely jumped the shark, bro. Like, this the first year that I had like no intentions. I listened to the song because I knew we was gonna talk about it on the pod, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I heard the little, you know, snippets about Drake and Remy Ma, and I was like, I'm good on this. So I would be honest, it's the first time. You remember like the Uncle Murda records, even more than Skills ever did, because I remember hearing like Skills records was something you ended up hearing like sometime in January or February. Uncle Murda had us wanting to listen at 12
New
o'clock.
Year, yeah.
The new year started like what Murda got to say. And I will say, still on this, one thing that he still has on this record that he always has, like the production is always crazy
Yeah,
on
it.
all of his wrap up joints, like the samples they use, you know what I mean, like the energy of it, the feel. So I still appreciated that, but I gotta be honest, like, do you hear Murda rapping on here? Like it's big, you know. I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just here, you know, to not get flying energy type shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's really like just getting this paycheck, my nigga. It's no heart behind it. Like the disses aren't as, you know, as crazy. The ad libs aren't as ad libby. You know what I mean? It really sound like Murda just kind of doing this because he know he have to. He said he gonna retire. I feel like he said that like three years in a row.
right?
Like, he been saying that.
Don't give up, Murda. Keep going.
Don't give up, Murda. Keep going. You know what I mean? Because there's not many other Murda songs that I'm trying to listen to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mace.
I appreciate that energy, but listen, bro, like Murda didn't really have the energy behind this one, bro. Like, just like Jav said, it's 17 fucking minutes. I'm not trying to hear 17 minutes of nothing unless it's the 5 more in stock that Kenny had, bro.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear 17 minutes. And listen, like, he wasn't. It halfway. It seems like he's at this point the mouthpiece of the G Unit. You know what I mean? Pause. You know what I mean? It seemed like he kind of just dissing the niggas that 50 hate.
like,
you know what I mean? And he starting static with the niggas that 50 got static with.
He ain't just Hove. And
didn't?
you know what I mean?
Right. That's one thing he respects. Respect the
Brooklyn nigga,
murder.
though,
So
so
it
he-
seemed like he just like, you know, is Lloyd Banks now. Like, he just, you know, is part of the G Unit. He dissing niggas for 50. It don't capture me like it did in past years. It was real, just kind of, I'm just here to be here. You know what I mean? So maybe Murda got more for us next year, because I was excited at the same time, because this was a crazy year. Mad shit happened, you know what I mean? But then it came and I was like, I'm good, man. So I got a cool year. Let's jump the shark. Sorry, Murda. Lenny.
I can't.
Damn.
Lenny, man.
I can't say
Calling government.
because first of all, the year was hectic. It was a hectic year.
Yeah,
Number
man.
2, I feel bad saying I can't listen to 17 minutes from a nigga that drops one song a year. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just sounds fucked. I can't get a nigga 17 minutes, my
He got the
nigga.
mixtape.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Who listened though? Did you listen?
Yeah.
Was it fire? Was that's not the Lenny Grant? The last time I listened to the joint was the Lenny Grant story.
I'm not here to give my
That's-
take yet.
that's
This
the
is
last
D-
joint I
this is
listened
D's
to.
turn.
Oh,
But
man.
what I'm saying is
You want to
this.
hear what you thought of that Lenny Grant album? you
Yo,
heard?
I liked it. But as far as I feel like he
Bullet
covered
is an all-timer.
every
Don't get it
base,
twisted.
bro. He covered every base. It was a hectic year. A lot of shit went on outside of the whole, Puff and the case and Kendrick and shit. This year was hectic, bro. You take the Remy Pap shit, you know what I'm saying? Just little things that just transpired all throughout the year. Meek looking crazy wearing the same shirt as Puff, like little things. I feel like it takes a time to get all that shit into a fucking, like usually I would be expecting a 10, 11 minute song. But this year was hectic, more hectic than we've seen. I mean, they came after Hove this year, bro. Like we never seen them come after Hove. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just was a hectic year. And I feel like it took a lot of time to put all that shit together. I thought lyrically it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I expecting a magnum opus from him every time he raps? No, but I just know when this is his time. Shout out to Skills. It's over though. It's his time. And I just knew what I was going to get. I knew he was going to basically full on address and then pull no punches, bro. Like, niggas was getting jabbed up, like, to the point I'm thinking, like, nah, niggas might see this nigga if it was a different type of nigga. Be like, yo,
with Murda.
that's what I'm saying. If it was a different type of nigga.
Only Pappos.
I don't think that right now. Remy's not the shooter on the team no more.
Pap let him live. I mean, Murda let Pap live low key though. You know what I mean?
He did. It's called Dude the T-Move version of him. Like, so I respect it, man. Shout out to Murda, man. Like, we only get one joint a year. Don't quit. Maybe next time make it like 11 minutes. 17 is heavy, bro. Like, no matter what you're doing. But he was talking.
That's what Drake says too.
And I agree. And I agree with like 95% of the shit he said, bro. Like, he was really talking. I caught it though. Like, he was really talking. I'm here for it, and I want to see another one in 2025. Hopefully, 2025 brings the same kind of energy, man.
I know Murda's not the guy for the rap snob, but any takeaways from you, Sen?
Listen. Can I just toast with Dini real quick?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we've been agreeing a lot lately.
Yeah. Shout out to Sin, my guy.
Kendrick ran 2024 MVP. You know what I mean?
It was talked about.
Doechii. I mean, best.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking with this Uncle Murda.
Salute, Sin.
Year-end wrap up, man. So me and Dini, we're seeing eye to eye. I appreciate that very much. I guess the theme of this show, another theme of this show is Mase and I are going to vehemently disagree.
Me and Sin,
you know what I mean?
I mean, look at the first segment.
Yeah.
Smoke.
That's what we here for. To disagree.
Look, because here's the thing. I guess it's perspective because, like, at one point, I like maybe a year or two ago, I was already asking myself, has Uncle Murda jumped the shark with the year-end wrap-up? And I guess to me, it depends on the year. What has happened in the year? You know what I mean? Last year, I mean, come on.
It was hip hop 50 talk primarily. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the activity in the game was doodle.
Last year was crazy.
Trash. You know what I mean? So like, I listened to that wrap up and I was like, bro, like, I don't want to listen. I don't want to rehash this year, bro. Like, like this year was garbage.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Let me forget.
Now I look at, you know, the 17-minute runtime, and I'm like, damn, do I want to listen to a whole 17 minutes? You know what I mean? There was 3 beat changes, so there was that. You know what I mean? It kept it from being too monotonous.
It helps, yeah.
And there was a lot of shit to talk about this year. You know what I mean? So to that end, I think Uncle Murda hit the mark on addressing everything that needed to be addressed and rehashed this year, and recap. And I think his delivery was on point. I think the beats was on point. I think he definitely, true to, the Uncle Murda brand. He didn't really hold his tongue. You know what I mean? He called J. Cole out for his bitch moves. You know what I mean? He didn't mince his words.
A lot
about
of B in that bitch there, sir. Moves. Wow.
You know what I mean? He did what he had to do. So I'm fucking with it. You know what I mean? Shout out to 2024, a year for the books, for the ages. And I think Uncle Murda did justice to it. You know what I mean? Skills, on the other hand, UPS is higher.
Leave Skills alone, bro.
I'm sorry.
Oh man,
I think he need to just move on though. You know what I mean? Because I remember Mad Skills. We going back for the Cablevision niggas specifically. I don't know if it was called Music Choice. Was it called Music Choice back in the day?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's when I used to hear the year-end rap report, Music Choice. Before I even heard it on the radio, I used to play it on that cable channel with all the rap songs. And you pick each channel, whatever.
Right.
Different music.
Shout out to Mad Skills. I ain't with Sen. You know what I mean? He did Without mad skills, it wouldn't be an Uncle Murda. All right?
It wouldn't be a year-end wrap-up. That was his thing.
Right. That was his thing. What I like, Murda, I'm going to come clean. When I heard it was 7, because I didn't even see it was 17 minutes. When I heard it was 17 minutes, I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like, this nigga, 17 minutes? What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? You know what I mean? I would say of the four of us, I've been like the most anticipated as far as like looking forward to when Murda drops. From the first time he ever did it until now, this crazy. That's crazy. This whole era and shit with the beat switches and all of that. I love when Murda drops to year-end rap. He the only rapper I feel like don't need no tapes. He could just drop the rapper.
Facts.
It's gonna go crazy. A couple of joints got radio spins because it was so good.
It's at like 850K right now
You know
on
what I
YouTube.
mean?
So.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's like he understands his business model. He's also the only nigga who could really say he's been super respected by both Hov and 50.
Facts.
Signed to Rockefeller, running around. I don't know if he signed to G Unit, but he's around G Unit. He's essentially replaced Banks in G Unit. You know what I'm saying?
He performs with him.
So it's like much love to Murda, you know? But when I heard 17 minutes, I'm like, this nigga been talking about he retiring. He giving me 17 minutes. Come on, bro. I was really upset. I'm not gonna lie. I was upset. You know what I mean? Then I was like, let me play this shit. Let me hear this shit. And I gotta give the credit to Murda. Murda for 17 minutes. He did what was necessary. At no point did I feel like I gotta turn this off. That's a skill in itself. Shout out to Murda.
Facts.
To listen to one voice rap for 17 minutes straight, and at no point did I think about cutting it off.
Facts.
Shout out to you, Murda. You know what I mean? I also like how Uncle Murda, you know, again, if you're not from the ghetto, you might not get it. I want to give Murda his flowers because we've come up. Remember when we was kids, right? Let's say that we was like in our teens. It was like that nigga in his 20s who was the ultra grimy street nigga. And by the time we got to like our 20s, he was Unc. He was a cool Unc nigga. But we remember you was a grimy street nigga. Watching Murda go from grimy street nigga to funny Unc, I'm very pleased with
Kind
that.
of like the way 50 did.
Right. Nah, I don't trust 50.
50 still a
You know what I mean?
You trust Murda though?
50 still a scumbag.
Honestly, I've been around a few murders. I'm from Brownsville. I've been around a few murders in my life. Like murder, I guess I resonate because that's part of my life. I've seen a few niggas. I know a few niggas just like Uncle Murda. Funny as shit. And maybe
like he'll
if
rob
the,
you if you look
if
at
the
him
wrong situation comes about, he will deal with you accordingly. But
Uncle Murda.
But his day to day, one of the coolest niggas you'll ever come across. You know what I'm saying? So it's like listening to him and listening to him to rap, I was comfortable because it's like no one's gonna try to fuck with Murda. He ain't trying to battle rap nobody, and you're not gonna press him when you see him. So it was like, he could talk his shit. So it was a very comfy listen.
Yes.
What he like to Sin's point, what he said about Cole, I'm like, thank you, because it's like we be potting and niggas be attacking us. If the Cole fans, the Cole pages, I remember when them goofballs thought they had one when the Cole page got at us, not knowing that we won. You know what I'm saying?
Sure did.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like, bro, like Cole did some goofy shit.
It's whack.
Universally goofy shit.
How you apologize to the nigga that dissed you? Crazy. Crazy.
Yo,
Shit
thank you, Murda,
crazy.
for that.
How
For
many
that
people
alone,
out here
thank you.
fans to Kendrick Lamar?
How you
Fact.
fall back and not want to fight the nigga that dissed you?
Bruh.
Apologize to your man who you left to get jumped. Then try and then like claim you the best this
For
whole time.
years.
The best
So when
at what?
The
So
crown,
when
the
Murda
crown.
said you spent all this time saying you was the best and you did that, I'm like, we only been saying that.
Shout out to Murda.
So shout out to Murda.
Shout out to Murda,
Talking
man.
about the Diddy allegations.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yep.
Putting the proper perspective on the Jay-Z situation. Thank you. Making the Remy Ma and Pat Pooh situation comedic. Thank you. Honestly, everything he talked about in rap, he delivered.
Yeah.
That Cardi B line was
The
heavy.
Cardi B,
Oof.
the Offset shit about smashing and not, and she didn't deny it.
Yeah.
Who gonna press him?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
uncomfortable
What you was
work.
gonna say, son? I'm
Nah,
sorry.
and I'm gonna say I think Uncle Murda did a good job of reading the room with a lot of his.
Oh yeah.
takes and-
Yeah, he
Oh,
just good at that,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And then at the end, acapella, because Joe Button want to make news at the buzzer, talks about Joe Button being naked walking in the hallways because he was like, we can't not talk about Joey.
Got to.
Shout out to Murda. I came in when I first saw the 17 minutes ready to shit. You know what I mean? But then when I heard it, I'm like, he needed all 7. He had to add
Needed
extra
it.
minutes
He needed
Yeah.
at the end of the song. So Murda, you don't ever have to drop a tape. Don't drop the Lenny Grant mixtape. Don't drop nothing. Just keep giving us that year in review. On tour with 50, wherever y'all at. We love Lenny Grant here at the Rap Round Table. Much love to Murda. 17 absolutely necessary minutes of rap year-end review.
Yeah.
Necessary. Now we passing it over to Mase The Voice. We in a stretch run here.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know if it's young rap. I don't know if it's industry. Mase The Voice has the ISO.
Yeah, we spoke about young rap last time out. You know what I mean? That was the end of 2024. We had to give them their flowers. There's I forgot his name. I believe it might be Dre 07. He requested like a deep dive into Rock Nation's relationship with the media. So I'm still working on that. I thought that was a very interesting request, and you know, some interesting shit could come out of that. Yeah.
By the way,
So we
but
Dre 7, aka Dame Dizzle.
Dre Dash.
Right. Is it the summer cookies? But so you know, we find ourselves in 2025. We just kind of spoke about it with Uncle Murda. We find ourselves in 2025 where, you know, obviously we had the issue with all the Static Order, the beef last year. But the most craziest thing to me is that most of the majority of powerful people in hip hop are entangled in legal drama. You know what I mean? So I think to start off 2025, it seems like we got a few updates we gotta consider there. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, we just spoke about, you know, one the Podfather himself, Joey. You know what I mean? So we won't go too crazy into that, but Joey definitely got some crazy stuff right now. You know, TMZ is on his head top. You know what I mean? Everything is pausing this. Or considered everything that's going on with this situation. But they say Button was walking around naked at the spot. You know what I mean? They say they got him on Ring cameras. You know what I mean? That's, and anybody who is a
Uber Eats? What's going on, man?
You know, if you're a Joe Budden podcast fan like I am, you've seen recently that they haven't been doing their most recent episodes in the, you know, the nice studio, the big studio. You know, they're back in, you know, doing it with Parks. So apparently it all stems from this situation, you know, so we're going to see what's going on. But, you know, Joe Budden as podcasters, Budden is the top nigga in the space. You know what I mean? So it's very, you know, we're going to have to pay attention to what's going on there.
Somebody really mad when you say that.
You know what I mean? Right. We got it.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yo.
Wait, so am I
about
to
to flame
understand that
somebody.
this
was
happened
that close.
some time ago and it's just coming to light now?
Yeah, like within a month, you know what I mean, it's happened. Joe Budden missed a couple episodes. People were speculating what was going on there. When they finally came back, they was in Park's basement, the infamous Park's basement. And you know, so all of this information got dropped recently. The Edgewater police themselves released this statement.
Was he walking around naked when he recorded the good spot? Like, what the fuck going on?
I was trying to figure out. Joe said he was sleepwalking, you know what I mean? That's intense sleepwalking, you know what I mean? But I have, you know, Joe Budden never lied to me. I'm not Rory and Ball.
Rory all the ammo, bro.
Yeah, shit, man. Listen, they said Drake's next trap should be called 721 in Edgewater. You know what I mean? So, you know, shouts to Joey, you know, but that's going on. Also, you know, we have Lil Durk, who seems to be the young thug of this year. The murder for hire trial, you know, there's another body that just got put on there. Yeah. So, but right now, the trial date is tentatively set for October 6th. So Durk, you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
He gotta sit until October
6th.
at the very least.
Just to even see what's going on,
10
you know what I mean?
months.
So
Holy
shouts
crap,
to Smirk, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a crazy situation he's going on with, you know,
and for the sake of clarity, I hate to cut you off. Forgive me.
Good.
But there was some confusion in a few months back in that group chat about what kind of case this was. They didn't know that the Young Thug case was a state RICO.
Right.
Is this a federal charge?
It's feds, yeah. Feds is in on this one. The feds in this one. And from legal rumors, it seems like one of his co-defendants is on the cusp of getting a plea deal. So it's looking crazy for Durk right now.
nasty.
You know what I mean? It's not a lot of people I want to be right now. Less than Durk, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Be honest with
That's
you.
crazy, bro.
So we'll see what's going on in that situation. Anything else come out, we'll speak about it. With as
My life indeed.
Jov aptly put the diddler himself. You know, he's still sitting in MDC. That's Manhattan Detention Center. For those who know, I think 6ix9ine done been in and out of there. The homie who did that insurance, the insurance thing, like Luigi up in there. MDC is crowded right now. You know what I mean? Like
that
Just Arkham Asylum, nigga.
bar, that shit
the Bankman Freed dude is in there. You know,
that shit just hits so different. That bar now, bro.
listen,
Oh my
MDC is back
God.
right now. So you know, but with the judge in that situation, they're trying to figure out right now if they're gonna legally permit the shit that they found in Diddy's jail cell. You know, there was a whole big thing. They looked in his jail cell, they found the cell phones, they found the plans, all type of shit, but they deemed that it was unconstitutional, the search of the jail cell. Well, right now they challenging that. So we gonna see what's going on in the Diddy case. There's a lot going on in there too. I'm telling y'all, everybody's on trial. With the Drake UMG situation, we had Spotify recently release a statement basically saying that, you know, Drake is basically mad that he lost. We got nothing to do with this. Any issues he had, he needs to speak directly to UMG because that's who the situation he's with. Drake released a statement not too much later where he basically said that if Spotify has nothing to hide, or not Drake himself, Drake's representatives, his lawyers, they basically said that if Spotify has nothing to hide, then they should have no problem opening the book. So we closely following that situation too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit going on right now, Dean, and you know, the heavyweight champion of situations right now, the Jay-Z, Tony Busby, all of that situation. It seems like those two entities are battling every day in the press, in the courts. That situation is very interesting. Right now, Busby basically he took a little bit of an L because the judge basically cleared that, you know, Jay-Z's lawyers, Alex Spiro, they want to try to dismiss all of the charges. The judge basically said they can go and they can attempt that. So the charges haven't been dismissed, but the judge themselves have said, you know, y'all can go ahead and try to dismiss it if y'all want to. Busby was accused also by Alex Spiro, Jay-Z's lawyer, that he was trying to suppress a little bit of the evidence in one of the situations. So these two guys, they're fighting nonstop right now. If you really paying attention, there's another press release every day. There's enough more shots. But Spiro and Busby are going at it right now. But listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, Alex Spiro, that's a motherfucker right there. He going for Busby's head. So we closely following that situation as well. A lot of people felt like we were like running a victory lap on the last episode, saying, hey, the charges aren't dismissed. But at the same time, Busby's taking an L every day, at least out in the press. I can't say what's really going on in the courtroom, but from the objective outside look at things, they Rock Nation lawyers is doing those Rock Nation lawyers things.
Everything I read about Busby is like he done picked the wrong celeb. Like he's in a blender right now.
Man, all type of stuff going on with that situation. And even, you know, Busby also, you remember he has a bunch of clients in that Diddy situation. He had 2 of his clients dismissed in the Diddy situation as well. So we gonna closely follow, like I'm trying to tell y'all. It seemed like everybody, but Kendrick got a case right now. You know what I mean? So he might have to do a remix of Not Like Us. Everybody got a weird case around. Why is anybody around? You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's going on. But right now, at the top of 2025, that's what's going on.
Freestyle a little hit, then Drake gonna sue Kenny next, nigga.
Yep. Listen, Billboard,
on the eve of the Super Bowl, nigga.
Emotional damage.
But we got
Kansas City Chiefs.
We got my favorite segment here, the first mailbag of 2025, and you know we're gonna try to be a little positive to start the year because we fully expect that there's gonna be a lot of shit to deal with on the back end. Pause. So it's like we're gonna start this off positive for a change here. We have Angela Fields, 5768 says, "This is definitely the best podcast that is out right now. These guys are so authentic and they keep it real. I look forward to watching them expand in 2025. Angela, we love you.
Love.
I'd like to see.
Kimmy K31. No, this is not a lady, you know.
Hey, girls.
Y'all scared of ladies? We invite the ladies. Says, best podcast to date. So good. Everything K. Dot. Salute. Those the Roundtable Awards. It was his year.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I mean? The way y'all gave him his crown, well deserved. Thank you, gentlemen. Y'all are the MVP pod for that.
Oh,
Thank you.
Wait, so Kendrick got female?
I take the vote.
Yeah, apparently.
Got female
Incredible.
Take the
friends.
vote.
Led by Motivation says, this is my favorite found podcast in 2024. I love the energy, honest opinions, lack of glazing. Keep the energy going in 2025.
I thought we was glazing. All around.
Amen.
Yeah.
Depending on who you ask, right?
Amen.
Sheesh.
Next one,
Salute to you, family.
Rob Foster. Sin was on point about 50 becoming formulaic. In an old interview, 50 said, God Gave Me Style was the first track he made for his second album. He said his grandmother heard it and told him to keep doing what made him blow up. That was the beginning of the end for 50. He didn't follow his creativity. Much love to Sin on that one.
Salute. Sincere.
Sounds good.
Diva K pulls up another woman. Notice a trend here.
Hey.
Hi, gentlemen. I'm in agreement with all your choices except ladies MVP, as I feel it's definitely Megan. Shout out to Macy. First, he did pick Meg. Megan Act 2 was dope, and that TYG Rock Influence joint is great as well. Plus, she had the tour and always has the most endorsements. Then all the rap girlies combined hyphen. But do love Doshi is bringing and Glow and Meg needs to do a collab album. I don't know about all of that. I don't want.
A record collab.
I know I'm gonna
I
catch
was
flex for
actually
this.
talking to Deanie
What's
before
up?
we met up for dinner the other night. I would like to see it.
I want to
Glow
see.
and Doshi.
That would be crazy.
I want to see Glow and Sexy Red. You know what I mean?
No, man.
I'm sorry. I need it.
Maybe that could be
It
like the
would be-
ratchet and the righteous. Maybe we can get
Yeah.
the Dochi one for the righteous, and we get the ratchet
I
one.
want
You
for
want
the
Glow and Dochi together?
I want
would
Doja
like to
and Doja.
I
I got
think it
ran
would be
down the other
interesting.
day for that.
I think
Give me Doja
where's-
and Doja.
Where do
Give
they
me
meet?
Glow and
Sonically.
and-
All right.
and
Where's the
Sexy
Venn
Red.
diagram overlap?
So all then, you know, if you want that, then can we get at least one song with Sexy Red? That's it. I don't like Sexy Red, but you know what? I'm
serves her purpose.
I'm gonna be a positive person about Sexy for once in the history of this podcast. Sexy Red know how to pick a fucking beat.
Yeah.
Yes.
She know how to pick them trunk rockers.
Oh.
I don't know how she does it. Sorry, Sin.
Yeah, no,
you don't like
She
that
like
type
a lady
of music.
Chief Keef,
yo.
bro. Like,
But
all
like
beats
when
is
it come to like
crazy.
that Midwest big
Swang.
trunk rocking raw shit. I don't know if it's her or her team picking the beats, but she picks a fucking beat.
Yep.
Facts.
Where's she from? St. Louis.
St. Louis.
And St.
She's
Louis-
like
Sonically,
St.
St.
Louis got
Louis
good
is
production.
very
Yeah.
underrated.
Good
She's
production
like
in St. Louis.
she's like Chief Keef, like Waka Flocka, like how they used to pick them hard ass beats.
Them beats, man.
That's what she remind me
She
of.
can't
bro.
rap worth a damn.
Just like them.
But the ear for beats is immaculate. And in the right scenario, her bullshit works. That's all I will say.
Indeed.
I'm trying to be more positive in 2020.
It is what it is.
Positivity is good.
Diva K also goes on to say Meg needs a collab album. Then K. Dot for male MVP and Euphoria is definitely my fave. Thoroughly enjoyed this episode.
Appreciate it.
Next one we have we got a couple more. So I'm gonna get the negative one out the way, but it's not so negative, right? Perfect Shogun official says Missionary is not trash. What y'all smoking? We are not smoking anything. We are, in fact, Dini smokes. But he was
Some
sober.
good
when he said-
greenery in the air, and that album was mid.
when you have Doggy Style and Reverse Cowgirl and all them other positions, like missionaries, missionaries.
Yeah.
That's what we talking about, right?
Right.
Salute
No,
to them
It's
two
not even
brothers
like
for
missionary
the
where like you
attempt at the
standing up and
music,
she on the edge of the bed and you got and you cranking her shit. It's like
Crank
slow
that.
missionary. Her legs not even up. Her legs on the bed. You know what I mean?
Legs flat, back flat, arms flat.
I try not to get him to sensible, you know what I mean?
Sin,
Shut the
Sin is
fuck
gonna
up.
be a
Nigga, y'all-
long
I
night,
said the
bro.
safest shit out of all of y'all niggas.
It's gonna be a long night, Sin.
It be some whack missionary shit happening. And last but not least, another lady, OG Uchemi. I guess she's African.
Salute.
Kind of flaming Sin, but in a happy way. Be careful. Be easy, Sin. Be easy.
Uh-oh.
He planted his flagpole as wild.
Yo.
Sin be out here saying things inadvertently. I kind of like missionary though, especially out of the blue. Thank you. Gunna Smoke, and a few others. It wasn't really bad in my opinion.
What was that? Who was that?
OG Uchemi. He's African.
Oh, you like missionary?
Hey.
I'm sorry. She said I'm quoting.
She likes the album.
Oh, copy.
Don't know what she likes privately.
She like missionary out of
But
nowhere.
we are somewhere in New York City.
That's she said.
The bottle of tequila is broken.
Shattered.
Fucking
I drank most of it.
bro. Shout out to Winston, but he said some wild shit. And he was like, "Yo, the shell is cracked wide open." He's at the table, like, "Yo, what are you saying right now?" He said the shell was cracked. You gotta pull it out after. He was just wilding. He was wilding. We said we were talking about it,
bro.
but we out here. Winston and the rest of these rap vagrants need to
Get off my lawn.
get off Sincere's lawn.
All right, so
Cooks, man.
there's one person in specific, in
Uh-oh.
particular. It's a person on Twitter or X. You know what I mean?
Twitter, it ain't never gonna be.
It ain't never gonna be X. But yeah, as is usually the case when there's like this one person that sort of is the crux of my lawn. It will also go out to anybody else that feels the same way. And I know that there's a lot of other people that feel the same way, but this is what sort of just kind of like launched my lawn segment. I'm not going to use their at name because they ended up deleting the tweet anyway. So like, if they don't want to take credit for the tweet,
Oh,
I'm
they
not
ain't
going to
standing
show
on
them. Yeah, they ain't standing. But
Mm.
apparently they was getting flamed. And I was gonna fry him too. But I took a more like subtle approach to it. But basically the crux of the tweet was, I'll read it. What was left of it because I quoted it and so I still have the screenshot. This person said, "I finally figured out why Doechii isn't clicking for me. She came out the gate on 10. There was no progression,
I saw this tweet.
no lack in quality, and nothing amateur about her." And essentially the gist of the tweet was that it's hard to connect with an artist when they already come out of the gate with on 10, right? With
Wow.
such high quality. And immediately I wanted to fry this. Now, I pulled myself back because it is kind of an interesting point. But at the end of the day, I do have to get this kind of notion off of my lawn because it speaks to this sort of generational sort of disconnect where the generation I came from, when we saw Rakim come up and Redman, Snoop, Nas, Big, DMX, 50, countless others.
Nas with the first joint. Like,
I said Nas.
you said not my
Yeah.
bad.
All of these people came out on 10, and that was the goal. You know what I mean? Was that not the goal?
Yeah.
To make your mark on the game and put your best foot forward and
What
say,
great rapper didn't come out on 10?
I mean, we
Some,
can talk
Pac
about
didn't
Pac.
come out on 10.
You can talk about Pac. It wasn't 10.
It wasn't 10.
It was
It got to 10, but it
was
didn't
a
start
good
at
7.
10.
It was like 8.5. Like he was already there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
First, I mean, he's on the list of one of the few niggas that the first album's not
Macy
my favorite.
Thornbugger, you the Pac fan.
If you look at All Eyes on Me as a 10, I guess that might have been like a 6, 7.
7.
But he,
I give him
he
a
got,
7.
He
He came
It
out
wasn't terrible, but it wasn't 10.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's
You know
an
what I mean?
outlier in that
Yeah,
era.
That's what
like,
I'm saying. Yeah.
Honestly,
right. I mean, I could go down the names, but like fucking everybody on Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
The whole Wu-Tang
Shit,
came out on 10,
36,
bro.
nigga.
Shout out to
36.
Raekwon for just getting he was one of the 100 Apple Music joints
Yeah.
albums of all time. So shout out
Cuban
to Ray.
Links,
Yeah.
Liquid Swords. You know what I mean?
Shizzle.
10. You know what I mean? That's that, and not to go back to this transgression, but you came in the game and you planted your flag.
Round
Not
two.
Safe.
not the
Safe.
wait. All right, not the extra.
It's safe.
Okay? It's safe.
We'll allow this
You
one.
The
planted
Rap
your flag.
Roundtable.
There's this whole other generation though that has come up on the internet, social media, You know what I mean? The mixtapes, the evolution of an artist. You know what I mean? The do it yourself from your room, and then you see the growth and pause. And and that's fine. That's all good. But then to look at an artist, and look, I'm gonna warn everybody right here, right now. First episode of the year, I am going to be insufferable about Doechii all year.
She's cooking.
You already are.
I'm going to.
She's cooking.
I'm warning everybody here. I'm warning Walt. I'm warning Josh when he's here. I'm warning all of our viewers, all of our listeners, everybody in the comments, the chats.
Yourself.
If you don't like Doechii, you're not gonna want to hear from me.
So
she is a fucking star.
So their main point is be a little whacker so I can appreciate you more later. I'm trying to figure this out.
And here's the thing:
That's a Yachty
I had felt it. Yes. That to answer your question, yes. But wow. I had felt this for a while when I had seen Fonte from Little Brother say this publicly probably on Twitter, I think also. And that we used to see the Rakims, the Nas's, the Biggies, and be like, damn, like they're so fucking good. Like I couldn't even see myself being that good, but I'm gonna give it my best fucking shot. To that, like they gave you something to shoot for. And at some point it became I'm looking up to an artist that I can associate to because they're an amateur like I'm an amateur. You know what I mean? And then they see the growth. And look, there's some relevance to that. You know what I mean? There's some value to that. But at the end of the day, when you see an artist come out and they're on 10, the song writing is on 10, the rapping is on 10, the live performing is on 10, the artistry is on 10, the videos are on 10.
The Yams is on 10.
Damn it, Dean.
Just saying.
But sure.
Shout out to Doechii.
Fine. Right?
The Yams don't even got nothing to do with it. The Yams is like the extra. We thought she was dope before.
Icing on the cake,
I thought she was dope before I even knew she had
before
Yams.
that was revealed, right?
You know what I mean?
That just made me like a little more.
And then you look at them and you're like, I can't relate to this person because they're just too good. Being good is the goal. Facts. That's what you should relate to.
Yeah.
If you're an artist within yourself, you know what I mean? Or if you value excellence in artistry, that's what you should look at and be like, that's the shit right there. That's and what the game should be. You know what I mean? And if you don't feel that in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, you need to get off my lawn and get on somebody else's lawn who likes the amateur shit. You know what I mean? Because ain't no amateur shit over here.
Facts.
The amateur hour is done.
And that's the thing, you know, I had a real quick, it's funny, just to make it about us very quickly, because Sin made that point about it. If you like the amateur shit, go over there. You know, I'm in my new career right now. One day I'll probably tell you what I'm actually doing. You know, I don't, you know, I'm very private, so I don't really talk too crazy, but if you know, you know. But I had a colleague who's in that world who came across the Rap Roundtable and was like, oh, your shit is mad professional. You know, like this doesn't look like the typical podcast. So it's like, because we don't do amateur shit.
Right.
We try to, even when we was doing the Zooms, we was trying to figure out a way to make the shit look pristine. And the only thing that the cosplayers ever did right was let us know about StreamYard. Thank you for something.
Appreciate
you fucking
that.
crook. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that.
Yo, we're gonna have to.
I'm leaving that. Fuck him.
No, we're gonna have to put the sticker on the cover. Explicit lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Parental advisory.
Yeah.
Shit on it.
That's the only good thing that nigga ever did.
Facts.
Was put niggas on the StreamYard. Between what we do with the studio, what we try to do with the StreamYard, we not trying to do the amateur shit. And to drive Sin's point home even further, because what's happening in a roundabout way. It's shit I gripe about all the time. It's called second place trophy energy. All of this second place trophy energy and all of this, to Sin's point, whataboutisms. Niggas forgot what being on 10 looks like.
Yep.
And if you got a problem with being on 10, if you like whataboutisms, and if you like second place trophies, you can get all of our lawns.
Fuck out of here.
The fuck out of here. D need a balance. Take us home.
Yo, I want to give thanks to everybody that's been fucking with us. We are moving into year 6. Shout out to everyone who's been there for day 1.
First episode of
February.
February is gonna be our 6-year anniversary. Fuck.
Shout out to everyone who's been there since day 1. Shout out to all the newcomers. We really love y'all. We fuck with y'all. Shout out to y'all for fucking with us.
Facts.
We bringing that heat like we bringing that heat. Shout out to Walter Gray, always holding it down. Engineer extraordinaire. Shout out to Macito, voice of the fucking culture. Tap in. That man knows what he's talking about. The beat you are hearing now. Sincere, the rap snob. He makes beats. Holla at that man. Super producer. Always fire. Jarvie, hardest working nigga in show business. Alley-oops, always effervescent, always keeps the plays motion.
Games.
I'm Dini, the balance of the force, your mother's favorite. And with our powers combined, we bringing 2025 in crazy. It's the Rap Round Table, you dig? We out of here. Peace to the family. Hit the like, show love. New merch coming. Website on the way. It's our year.
350 likes on every video.
Yo, facts.
Actually, we need 400 now.
Yeah, we need 400 because we only doing 3K
4.
supposedly.
Fact.
We need
You know
4
what
of
I'm
those.
saying?
And a live is coming this Monday.
And to push back
Salute.
on Mase earlier,
What's the word?
Rap Round Table's never fading. Like Wu-Tang.
You stuck with us, nigga.
Salute.
We're here.
Salute that
Forever
man.
and ever and ever and ever.
You dig?
Boom.
Yes, sir.